What's going on? What's going on? All right, you know what time it is. You know what rhyme it is. It is your gracious host, A6, aka the Foreign National Born Natural, coming at you live and direct, live in effect. It is a Sunday here, and we are rocking out as usual. What's good with y'all, man? What's good with y'all? What's happening? What's happening? Let me see who's in the comment section. I got my man Bad Wolf in the comment section. What's good with you? Man, that praise to the family, praise to the Most High. Yes, sir. Praise to the Most High. What's good with you, Mr. Lovett, aka Bad Wolf? Thirst for Truth is in the house. What's good with you? How you feeling? Yes, sir, my man. What's good, Alex? What's good with you? What's good with you? They probably got me shadow banned like a mofo. Bad Wolf early. Yeah, he early today. The wolf usually come through. You know what I mean? When the bones is being picked clean, he come through to get the last bit for real. Yes, sir. Feeling pretty good today. Can't complain too much. You know what I mean? This weekend, I got a chance to get a little bit of reading done. You know, a little bit of relaxing, half and half. It's always good to do that. Hit them books. Glory to the Most High. Yes, indeed. That's why we here. Servants of the Most High here to do God's willing, and that's what keeps us going. What's up, Kenzo? What's up with you? What's up with you? We got a lot of information to cover today. I'm gonna keep. You hear me saying it a lot, but I mean that today. We got a lot of stuff. I done ran past a lot of stuff this week. So, what I like to do is, of course, for those of you who are just joining, I like to go through things I had seen periodically during the week. So let's get started, shall we? Let's get started. All right, hold on one sec. Let me go ahead and grab this up real quick. Show y'all what I'm talking about. All right, so I happen to take a look at this right here. So this is Kanye West. Now, everybody's familiar with Kanye West, and the dude, I had conversations with people who are on the same wavelength as we are, and I'm not quite sure what piece of the puzzle this dude falls under, because you could say the Democrats pay him, but then again, he's against the Democrats. You know, he comes out and says a lot of things you don't really expect someone who's on the payroll to say. So this dude comes off like a wild card. You know what I mean? It's really odd some of the things this guy says. But take a listen to this.
Hey everybody, I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said I'm not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say-so. And then when people say, oh, they're going to use this for you in court, I didn't have a say-so on whether or not they went to Sierra Canyon. Most men do not. There's no such thing as 50-50 custody with in society today. That's not even, it always leans towards the mom. But right now, and I'm happy that you guys got to see just a small piece of what I dealt with. You understand what I'm saying?
All right. So Kanye is talking about he don't want his daughter on TikTok, and he don't want her used by Disney, and he don't want her basically used by the media, aka to be a part of the machine, which makes perfect sense. But he brought up a really good topic where he said the father never has say so. And I kind of agree with him, because if you look at how the system is set up, the United States corporation and the court systems is pretty much set up to push the dude out. You know, the mom has full backing usually by the government or such, or the state, or whatever you want to call it, and they have full backing by that particular regime to push the father out. And anything that's necessary, like when it comes to 50-50, there is really technically no 50-50 when it comes to you know, when the state is back behind the mom as opposed to the dad, which is why a lot of people they advocate for the way they get around dealing with family courts. First off, there's hella information out there that proves that what the government is actually doing, intruding in family matters, is actually against their own policies. I've actually read a few policies they had. I wish I had the note in front of me. I'm pretty sure somebody in the comment section can drop that information. But as far as like the court system getting involved in like family matters, that's really not even what the court system is supposed to do, and it's documented. You know, there's people have methods to getting around or how to deal with that particular situation because at the end of the day, that particular thing is what I would say that's what brought down the indigenous community first and foremost. You know, the woman being willing to take those benefits and privileges from the United States government, meanwhile pushing a man out. We all know you waive your Fourth Amendment and a bunch of other amendments when you take those benefits and privileges. There's a case, I think it's Sanchez versus San Francisco or something like that. There's a court case about that. I actually read it on this channel multiple times. But if you take benefits and privileges such as like welfare or something like that, men cannot be present in the house. And they will come in your house and you basically waive your right for them to come and look at it. They'll come in your house and check. So there's a case where a lady actually had she said I think she said it was her brother or something like that and stayed over her house and he left some shoes in her closet. And as a result, the government came in, they wanted to come in and do a random check because they had suspicions that somebody else was living in the house. So they came in the house and they saw the extra shoes in the closet. They said, yeah, a man's living here, so we're gonna waive your benefits and privileges. She tried to sue him later on, and she actually what basically came out of that case was you waive your Fourth Amendment right when you accept benefits and privileges. That's what actually came out. So there you have it. But yeah, the whole entire thing is Kanye's been, pretty much dragged through the mud, and the stuff he said. Interestingly enough, I would say years ago I would have said this dude was insane, but like later on, I started to realize this man was telling the truth when he was talking about the indigenous people. I actually didn't even see that tweet until years later because I didn't follow. I wasn't even on Twitter like that. I think I was on Twitter for like a year, and then I ended up getting off of it because it just got repetitive and annoying. But I didn't even follow Kanye to be honest with you. So like I actually saw that post. He actually put a post up saying the indigenous people are the blacks are the original indigenous people on the land or something like that. The land belongs to them and a bunch of other things. He was going off, and I was like, "Yo, I missed this. That's crazy. Why wasn't anybody talk? Why didn't this make the mainstream media? They talk about Kanye was crazy and how he supported Trump, but nobody ever mentioned that. I thought that was interesting, and he actually has the influence to actually get stuff like that out there. So it just makes me wonder if he was really part of the agenda legitimately, like why would it be a situation why dude was allowed to keep saying stuff like this? Because if you say things like this and you on the payroll, they'll cut your shit. Facts. We've seen him do it before. Let me get back to these comments. All them kids going to be used. He laid up with the quadruple K coven in Calabasas. Let me tell you something. You can't convince me them chicks are not like witches of some sort. You can't convince me. I solemnly believe, and word to Super Sly 75, I solemnly believe that these chicks are like some kind of sorcerer, not sorcerers, but witches or something. Like they got some kind of spells. It might go back to that movie, Get Out, where the lady was using the tea to hypnotize dude. And maybe it's a situation where his mind's so strong the hypnotism ain't working like it should. But yeah, ever since dude started having problems with that relationship, he was just off the deep end. So who knows, man? I just think it's interesting how he's allowed to keep saying shit like this and he's getting away with it. Nobody did anything to him or nothing like that. A lot of people say he says stuff like this right before an album comes out, which is facts. I mean, every time he goes off the deep end, it's right before one of his records drops. So that could possibly be what it is. But my question is, why is he being allowed to say stuff like this and allowed to keep being successful? You know? Salute, James. Good to see you here, man. What's up? What's up? It's only 50-50 when the courts are not involved in your family business. Exactly. Exactly. It's more like 70-30. So like by default it's 70-30. You know what I mean? If you got the courts involved in your whole situation, it's 70-30. That's why I be telling people like, yo, like in terms of like being married and stuff like that, you can actually do like a private agreement. You don't even have to necessarily go through a court system. A lot of people don't know that. If I'm on welfare, that's a privilege. Yes, it is. If you're on welfare, that's indeed a privilege or a benefit, and you have waived your Fourth Amendment. So yes, indeed, it is. You know, that's facts. I think. Let me look up the case now so y'all can see what I'm talking about because I need to pull this up so you can be perfectly clear. I think it's Sanchez versus San Francisco. I might be wrong about that, though. Yeah, I'm definitely wrong about the name. Sanchez versus Superior Court. Here it is. Hold on. That's not it. That's definitely not it. That's way off. Now, ignore, scratch what I just said. Yeah, I gotta find it. I actually have it written down somewhere in my book. Let me find it for you guys. I want you guys to have this information. Hold on. I gotta get back in the notes now. I'm gonna find this for you guys and try to read it off. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Y'all got me in the hard files today. It's all good though, because we're gonna go in these case laws and get familiar in case you aren't. I know I got it here somewhere. Just give me a second. All right, so this is Wyman versus Jones. This isn't the Sanchez case I was talking about. So listen to this. All right, so Wyman versus James, not Jones, James. Wyman versus James. Wyman v. James James. 400 U.S. 309 1971. All right, check this out. Holding that the welfare benefits were terminated because the recipient refused to be interviewed in her home. No search under the Fourth Amendment was involved. And even if it were a search that was not unreasonable, and hold on, and that even if there was an unreasonable search, the welfare recipient had waived the right to object by accepting benefits. Wyman versus James. So yes, if you're taking welfare, you are indeed forfeiting your rights. Read the contracts y'all are signing. You gotta make sure y'all read these contracts because everything is there. So when you get involved with that system, you better be clear on what you're doing because they'll 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 sneak you, and they're not really sneaking you because it's in the contracts you guys are signing. So just make sure you remember that if you're gonna be signing these contracts, please remember that that is a situation. Child support is about to be a wrap. They have dispute letters to get rid of that. Yeah, I know. I'm aware of that. And there's some guys that specialize in that, the child support and child court and all that stuff. There's a few guys that are in my circle that we communicate with on a daily basis that are very familiar with that kind of information. So, yeah, the child support thing is definitely about to be a wrap, probably. I would not be surprised, but you know how it goes. You know how it goes, Alex, with stuff like that. They'll drag it out until like a lot of people catch on. Like the majority of letters they're getting are contesting it. They can't do anything about it. Then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, well, we no longer have the ability to do that with this new currency system." Yes, you know how they do. They'll never say it was because you put the paperwork in or the people figured out a way around it. They'll never say that. They'll always blame it on something else. Same thing they did with the mask with the children. But yeah, 100%. Dependent versus independent. Yes, sir. What up, Mac? Oh, my man, we got Mac Bones in here. The source. What's up, Mac? How you feeling, dude? Ignorance of the law equals contract, and contract. Law is no excuse. Equals law is no excuse. Okay, got you. Got you. Yep. Facts. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's in the contracts, man. If you take a benefit like that, then yeah, you are waiving rights. Indeed. You can definitely contract away your rights. By default, your rights really can't be taken from you. But when you take stuff like license plates, when you take things like driver's licenses and stuff like that, they can try to stomp on you because you're basically waiving away rights. You know what I mean? That's how they try to get over you real heavy. All right, let's continue, shall we? What else we got here? All right, take a look at this right here. I saw this on Instagram and I thought it was interesting. This is shared by XRP Baron. This guy's a heavy advocate on XRP. He swears up and down XRP is about to blow up. I don't know, but I'm trying to grab some XRP just in case it does. Better to have it than not have it. All right, so check it out.
How is this possible?
All right. You saw what happened there. So the dude wasn't even pumping gas. He stopped pumping gas and the gas meter kept running and he was unaware of it. If he had his nozzle in his car in the fuel tank, the filler neck, he wouldn't even have known that was happening. So apparently they out here getting over on people with the gasoline. You got your nozzle put in the filler neck, trying to put gas in your whip. Little do you know, there is no gas coming out of that joint, but it is still billing you for gas. So they easily stole like another like what was another like 15, 20 cents from them. That shit adds up. You got 20 cents and you got how many people do you think pump gas per day? Let's be honest. If I were to take a guess, if I were to take a guess, the average gas station on a really busy day probably does about 2,500 people a day. I would guess 2,500 people because they usually got about like the big ones like Rural Farms. If you're on the East Coast in America, you know about Rural Farms. Rural Farms is basically taking over. Some people got Sheets. Sheets is another one. If you're down south, or if you matter of fact up north, I think Sheets has people have Sheets. Here in the in Maryland and around the DMV area, we got Rural Farms. All right. Usually, Rural Farms has about 20 gas pumps per joint. Like they're like a super center for gas, and they got real popular for having the cheapest gas during the gas crunch when Obama was in office, fucking shit up. Or actually, I think it wasn't even Obama; it was Bush. Well, Bush was in office, fucking everything up. And towards the end, when Obama came in, gasoline started dropping, and then it got the lowest around like places like Rural Farms, matter of fact. So they got like 20 gas pumps. If you do like 2,500 heads a day times 20 cents, that is a lot of money. I'm not even going to grab the calculator because I'm not a mathematician, but I know that's a nice piece of change. You multiply that by 30, which is 30 days, 31 days in a month, and then 356 days in a year. Bro, that is big bank. And that's only in one gas station. And you got, let's say the Rural Farms has about like, let's say they got like 500 gas stations in Maryland alone. Probably more than that, honestly. Do the math. That's how much these dudes is making cheese, and that's only in Maryland. You talking about the East Coast? Oh man, forget it. Forget about it. Forget about it. These little bit of like cents they getting away with that you don't know and you wouldn't even have known about, it adds up. Eventually, it just gets ridiculous. So yeah, I would completely say that is a concern, man. Maybe that's what's happening. I've heard reports from tow truck drivers actually hit up my tow truck. Hey, by the way, guys, if you know a tow truck driver, it's always good to have a good tow truck driver in your back pocket in terms of like you know them well or something like that. If you know a tow truck driver, it's good to be familiar with them guys because they'll come through in a pinch. So I talked to my tow truck driver, and he basically was like, yo, something's going on with diesel fuel. He was like, yo, diesel fuel is not lasting as long as it usually does. Not only is it more expensive, the same amount of diesel fuel is just burning off way faster. And he knows how many tows and how much distance he can go because he's been using that truck for over 12 years. So he was like, yo, I've been using this truck forever. I know exactly how much gas this thing takes. I keep the maintenance up on it and everything. So as far as that goes, me not knowing how the gas is supposed to burn is completely out the window. He's like, yo, gas in terms of diesel fuel is burning way faster. So he don't know what they doing to the gas, if they stretching it out with water or however it will work with diesel fuel. But he was like, yo, it's burning a lot faster than it usually does. So it might be a situation where not only are they watering down the gas or expanding the gas to get more money for their dollars, um, there might be a situation where they doing that and they doing that little trick we just showed you right there on the Instagram. So that's something to think about, man. 100%. Because if that's what's going on, you basically getting taken over more ways than one, and you don't even know it. And they out here saying gas is because of Russia, which you know that's false. Because gas was going up right before the Russia thing even happened. They want you to forget about it because when you look back at the gas crunch 10 years from now, nobody will remember the gas was up before that happened. But yeah, 100%. I mean, Williams says they're adding water to it. Yeah, I believe that 100%, man. 100%, I believe that. But yeah, they add additives to basically make it run cleaner, but it basically waters it down. Yeah, and you get less usage. So not only are you spending more money for gasoline, you're also not getting as much for your dollar in terms of like what you do buy. It doesn't even last. So it's like, yo, You know what I mean? It's not lasting like it should. But yeah, they got you. They getting all over. And this is all I've been saying this, and I'm gonna keep saying it for anybody that's just tuning in. The whole goal is electric cities. That's the whole goal. The ultimate goal is to get electric cars like Chevy Cavaliers, like the average everyday American car, is to get those electric. Once they're able to get an affordable electric car, it's done. They already got Kias. They came out with electric cars. If you watch the Super Bowl, that's why I told you I gotta pay attention to everything. If y'all don't watch sports and stuff like that, you gotta watch events like the Super Bowl because you gotta see what's happening. You gotta watch because they'll literally tell you what they're gonna do before they do it. If you just turn your head and don't watch stuff like that because you don't like it, you're gonna miss the point. That's why I'm telling you guys, you gotta watch stuff like that. Some people say, "Well, I don't bother with it because it's a distraction." 100% it's a distraction. It's a distraction for people who are distracted by it. For people who are initiated, it's telling you what's going to happen so we can communicate with each other. You got to pay attention to that. Yo. It's 100% important. So, I would, yeah, as far as that, I would say, yeah, that is a crucial part of it. 100%, man. These electric cars are going to come in. They're gonna slowly phase out gasoline. Now they can't just drop gasoline. I don't think it's gonna be it's gonna happen like that because nothing they do is just drop. The hardest thing I've seen is a big drop is the pandemic thing. That's the hardest drop I've seen. As far as and like the mask mandates and everything, it's gonna be death by 1,000 cuts. So you're gonna start slowly seeing the gasoline phase out and the electric charges right in the corner of, like, you might see two electric charges right in the corner of your local gas station, in the corner, off in the corner. Like, yo, the people over there charging their electric cars. That's crazy. Damn, so we can charge our gas and they can charge our electric cars at the same station. Shit, right out here at I think matter of fact, Stevenson College, they got like right in the parking lot where the Mustang Stadium is. Shit, man. They got two electric car chargers right there. Facts. So if we start talking about that, then boom, you slowly start to see more and more electric charges pop up at these gas stations. Slowly, one by one, you're going to start to see gas stations closing. It's going to be the small ones first. The small ones going to start closing down, and it's not going to be nothing there. We got a few of them that's all over the place. I know of two of them on Liberty Road that are pretty much desolate, not even being used anymore. That's how it's going to start. And then slowly, you're going to start to see more and more of these electric chargers pop up where the gasoline pumps are. And that's when it's going to be like, God damn, that's crazy. I remember back when all these were gasoline pumps. Now we got two gasoline pumps and we got mostly electric. Then it's going to be, damn, now I got to go all the way out Frederick, or I got to go an hour away or whatever to go get, gasoline. That's the whole goal. There are people that made cars to run on water. They remove the hydrogen from the car and burn that. The only exhaust is water vapor. Yeah, I've heard about those guys. There's actually a guy who got whacked for doing that, I think. He did that in like the 50s or the 60s, and they actually got rid of his ass. Facts. Yeah, he figured out how a car could run completely on water using the vapor or something like that. It's like a kit you put in the back of the trunk or something, and you hook it up to your gas tank, and your car can run completely on gas. And all you had to, he said it's not dangerous, it's actually better for your engine, all that stuff. And they ended up taking him out. Then it says Stan Mayer. Is that his name? Stan Mayer? Word. Word. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 minute. Yes, sir. He says, is this the end of oil rich into rich oil countries? Um, Here's what I'm gonna say about that. All right. Here's what I think might happen. We might see an electromagnetic pulse happen. All right. America might end up, or whatever you want to call it, United States Corporation, America, whatever. United States is standing in place of America, pretending to be. It's gonna drop from first world country to probably like a second world country. The reason I say that is because I don't see immediately it being a situation where it completely happens like everywhere. Like some people are just gonna be like, "Fuck that," I'm not with that shit. We're just gonna stay over here in this other state where we got our gasoline or whatever like that, and we just gonna basically live the same way. I can't really say. I don't know. That's hard to tell. But I will say this: it's gonna be a situation where there's gonna be two different paradigms as there is now. Certain states you can do certain things, and certain ones you can't. Certain states, like I think Maryland's gonna be one of those states where like it's electric cities all over the place. Places like New York. Oh, if you live in New York, you better get ready because 100% New York City is gonna be fully electric. It's gonna be electric city everywhere. You can just see whatever cities made you have a vaccine passport to get inside a restaurant. Those are gonna be the first cities that take 100% to this whole scenario. If you live in like a red state or something like that, you got a lot of time. I'm gonna put it that way. Like if you go to them old cities in places like Texas, you know what I mean, the ones that look like they kind of don't have a lot of people living there, the low population or whatever, they took the longest to adjust, and a lot of them never really adjusted. So it's gonna be that kind of thing, I think. You can also make a car that runs on gas vapors. They say even a big 8-cylinder will get 60 miles a gallon. Man, that's dope. Yeah, man. It's all kinds of stuff out there you can do to those cars. I'm telling you. Yeah, but there's no money in that. You invent that, they'll make sure you disappear. Oh, you talking about the gas whips? I mean, the information is out there though. They're just not gonna put it out there for everybody to know about, because a lot of people don't know about the water cars. They don't know they can convert their car to a water car. They don't even know that shit. Yeah, but yeah, it's facts. If you go around telling people that shit, you might get hit upside your head. You might be coming out of Applebee's. Like, yo, that steak was great. Be gone. What's good, Mike? How you feeling, man? Good to see you here, bro. 100%. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, you talk too much about stuff like that. Yeah, they'll get rid of you. The information's out there though. You just gotta look it up. Same as anything. Same as the stuff we talk about with law and everything. It's the same thing. The stuff is out there. It's just a lot of people don't know about it, so therefore it's gonna stay in the shadows. And even if people did start to find out about it, they'll just debunk it. They'll come out and say, scientific expert working at Harvard says that gasoline cars explode when people use them. Or see, not even gasoline cars. Water cars explode when people use them too long. Then they'll do like a psyop of like cars that were operating off water exploding all around the United States of America. And they got endless power when it comes to that. So they can make a car just explode and stuff like that. Like there'll be like 10 people that were killed in a blast. There'll be some lady on TV like, "Oh my God, please stop using water vapor cars. You're killing the children." And then everybody will be like, "Yo, water vapor cars are terrible." And then everybody will put up a little avatar on Facebook, water vapor cars with an X with an X through it, a line through it or something. You know how they do, man. It's the same thing they do all the time, yo. It's the whole campaign they do. They'll do that. And it'll be like, "Yo, these conspiracy theorists nuts are using water vapor cars. They're getting 60 miles to the gallon." It's the same playbook, yo, and it works. That's why they keep using this shit. We're aware of what they do. We're 100% aware. They know we're aware, but we're the minority. That's why they don't fuck with us, because we're the minority. When we come and have these conversations, we're talking to each other. It's like an echo chamber, if you would. Ain't no other people involved in this shit. But 100%, that's the same playbook, and it works. Yeah, it's true, 100%. They want control so nothing can be free. Yep, 100%. What up, Gary? Good to see you here. With electrolysis, you can get on demand hydrogen to use for your car. That is interesting. Electrolysis. I gotta look into that. Not that I really at this point want to. I wouldn't even really at this point right now. I wouldn't go as far as to like create like a water power car right now. If it gets ridiculous, like, yo, here's the thing: $50 a gallon. I bet electric cars it is. Or what is it? Not electric. Hydrogen cars it is. Bang. Let me get a hydrogen car real quick. It depends on how wild they get with them prices. But like, yo, right now, just make sure you got plenty of air in all your tires. If you got a car, no, check the PSI on the side of the door. If you look on the door jamb of your car, right where the door opens on the side where the lock hits the striker where the door, excuse me, where the frame of the car is. If you look there or on the door on the edge, you'll see like what's called the VIN number, and you'll see like the information for the car. If you look there, it'll tell you how much PSI to put in your car. It'll tell you. And if you don't know, or if you don't know where to find it, or if your car got hit or something like that, or T-bone, you might not find it if your car got hit on the side because they replaced the door or repainted. The usual PSI is about 32 to 35 for cars, and for trucks, 35 to 40. So make sure your PSI is good. Your PSI is good, you're gonna get the most miles per gallon. You make sure you're not riding around with stuff like engine lights on and misfires and all that stuff, because that'll decrease your gas mileage as well. So remember that. William says, I'm in the process of making a magnet motor that will run a generator. It will run itself, and it'll run till you shut off or a part of the bearing fails. Okay, nice. You might want to keep that to yourself because they might come on and hit you on the head. You might be on your computer typing like, what happened to William? I don't know. Last thing I heard, he was working on a magnetically operated car. I don't know what happened. What's up, Joel? He said, I can help you build it. Word. Absolutely. Electrolysis modulation to spin H2O. You can set up a kit and pipe it into your air intake. Yo, that's fire. Damn. Y'all out here, let me find out y'all low-key geniuses and shit. My man Den over here talking about modulation. Anytime you use the word modulation, you are above average intelligent. Facts. Like in my everyday conversations, I rarely ever hear anybody use the word modulation. That's 100% facts. But I guess we can't consider this an everyday conversation, can we? What is your name? I'm not even gonna try to say that, but okay. Electrolysis need a lot of cooling. Yep, I assume so. I assume so. Yes, sir. All right, let me move on, man, because we got more topics to cover. All right, so we're gonna shift gears a little bit. Hold on. All right, we're gonna jump topics and shift gears. Okay, so a lot of questions being asked, and a lot of people ask me, well, look, when I'm talking to my lady, I can't understand why this happens, this and that and the third. We had the Black Spider guy. What is it? Yeah, yeah, Black Spider guy advice. I think he was on here about 3 weeks ago. And dude, he dropped some information about the male and the female brain. So I'm gonna show you guys this right here. Now I did some research on this years ago, and I had to because I'm always one of the people that need to know why does this happen? Why does that happen? I want to know why certain conversations can be had with men, and certain conversations really can't be had the same way with women. I also wonder why when you watch certain like things geared towards women, they're so like not interested in the men. And then the other way around, things that are geared towards men are not interested in the women. So the reason for that is because men and women's brains are built completely differently. So this is men versus women 10 differences. All right, this is from Mad 10. All right, so they say even though people are different to each other, there are some defined characteristics for both men and women. These characteristics are suitable for most of the people. We can't say which gender is best or worse. This is just a list of containing the difference between them. All right, so for the record, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys there is no better gender between men and women. All right, we can cut that shit. Ain't no better gender between men and women. I think men and women are specifically designed for different things and are specialists at what they were designed for. All right. I'm going to say this men were designed to think logically in triggering situations. No, keyword triggering situations. Okay. Women were designed to think emotionally in triggering situations. All right. Here's the thing. All right. Both are needed, yin and yang. You have to have balance. I always talk about this on this channel. Balance is important in the universe. You have to have one as well as the other. You can't have one side and not to have the other one, because if you have men and no women, we don't progress. We just stay stagnant the whole entire time, because men are completely logical, and to stay right where you are and not take any risks at all, anything is completely unreasonable, because you won't evolve. You'll pretty much stay where you are. You can't have women in charge of everything and not being able to see anything logically, because they'll destroy themselves 100%, because everything will be by emotion and it won't be driven by logic. Therefore, when you make emotional decisions over logical decisions, sometimes you can destroy yourself. That's why a balance is necessary. You have to have both. You have to have both energies. For the record, just want to put that out there. All right. Check this out. Men never wanted to keep their notebook very neatly. This is no that is normally looks like a what the hell? That is normally looks like a chicken scratch. And that's written horribly. But women make sure their handwriting is beautiful and it is written with a scented color stationery. Sometimes they create a new style of alphabetic too. All right, so they're saying this is what a woman's brain looks like, pretty much, before they buy something, and then a man. So you always wonder why when a woman goes in a store, they take about an hour plus. Like literally, any man in this room right now knows you do not go shopping with a woman. That's a death. That's a death sentence. Hey, look, if you go in a store with a woman, all right, to go shopping, like if you look over in the corner in a woman's department store or something like that, you look on that bench over there, you'll see a bunch of man's bones, because that's the men that waiting there forever and die from waiting from shopping. Now I'm messing around. So look, this is the way it looks. So look, if you look at the way this thing is, it's pretty with a woman. There's so many different variables in terms of fashion and stuff like that. But I'll go as far as to say, like, women are probably better with things like fashion overall than men are, for the simple fact that they just have more of an open mind when it comes to shopping. So I would say that as much. So like the way their brains design, if you think of like a giant playground and everything is happening at once, like what a woman's brain basically works like. You'll see kids on the swing and kids on the seesaw, somebody flying a kite in the distance. You'll see a mom over there in the corner doing something like that. And you'll see just a bunch of things happening at once. Everybody's doing something at once, a bunch of noise and chaos and stuff like that. Everybody's having a good time with it. Everything's connected pretty much. But when you look at a man's brain is like a bunch of cubicles, pretty much. Cubicles, all individual. And none of those cubicles ever touch anything else at all. So, like, if you listen to a woman's conversation, like when a woman calls another woman on the phone, like it starts off with just like casual, like how you doing, what you up to. Like they didn't call each other just for a specific reason. They probably called each other more than likely for like just to find out how the other one's doing. Now you have exceptions to that where they might call for something else, but the conversation to drift off in a whole bunch of other emotional topics. Meanwhile, when men call, conversations may not take as long, because there's a direct reason why the man called the other man. Even with shopping, when a man walks into a store, he knows exactly before he goes in what he's gonna get, how much he has to work with. If he's gonna end up getting that item or not. Even if he's not aware how much that item costs, he knows how much he's willing to spend, and if he's, what the bottom line pretty much is gonna be for himself before he leaves. With women, it's completely opposite. It's like, yo, I don't know exactly what I want to get. I just want to come in here and look for some different stuff. And like they might try on like 30 different outfits before they leave. And they might walk out with one or two. Whereas a man might go in and say, yo, I ain't even gonna try this shit on, because I know goddamn well this shit is fire. And leave with it. And when we get home, the shit might not even fit. But that's our dumbass fault for not trying it on. Whereas a woman already tried it on 3-4 times, or might have tried on a bunch of different things, and as a result, she was able to pick out something that fits and all that stuff. Now, how she feels about it later is a completely different topic, but she measures 50 times and cuts once, whereas a man will just go in that bad boy and get busy. So when conversations are had, men often think that women think like them, when in reverse, it's the other way around. Like, yo, women will be like, yo, men think like me, so let me ask this man a question, and it might be like, yo, an open-ended question. A great example is if you ever seen that one video. Matter of fact, I think it might be on here somewhere. Let me see it. There's a video on YouTube where the woman calls up this guy and she asks him, "What are you doing? I'm in your neighborhood. I was just calling to see what you were doing." And the guy says, "Nothing, just chilling." And she says, "Do you want me to come over?" And the guy says, "I don't care, it's whatever." And she says, "What do you mean?" He said, "What do you mean? What do I mean?" I'm saying it's whatever. I don't care. And she's like, "But do you want me to come over?" So then it gets in this argument. I gotta see if I can find the video. Hold on. I think it's called like guy moments or something like that. But let me drop this on y'all. See if I can find the video. I know it's here somewhere. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. Let me find this. Pull this up. This is hilarious. I thought this video was funny as hell. There it is. I found it. I got y'all. Hold on. Let me share this with y'all. All right, here we go.
I got big money, big money.
Yeah,
Hey, Mark, it's Jackie.
Jackie. Oh, yeah. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, nothing. I was just calling because it's been a while since I've seen you and I'm in your neighborhood. You want me to come by?
Oh, I ain't tripping. You can do that.
What does that mean?
It means you can come through.
But do you want me to?
It don't matter. I'm not tripping.
Look, Mark, if you don't want me to come by, then just say it.
What? I didn't say I didn't want you to come.
Then what are you saying?
I just said you can come by.
But do you want me to come by?
I'm starting not to.
Then why in the hell you didn't just say that in the first place?
Hold on. Let's hit the pause button for a minute. All I'm saying is it's cool if you come by. But if you don't, I won't be mad at you.
So you're basically saying you're not looking forward to me coming by?
Oh my God. Oh, she's killing my vibe.
Hello?
Listen. I didn't say I was not looking forward to anything. I simply was saying your company is welcomed.
But not really wanted.
You know, it's starting to get to that point more and more as this conversation goes on.
Why can't you just tell me how you really feel instead of beating around the question?
Question? What question? What are you talking about?
Do you want me to come by?
Man, I'm starting to get to that point of pistosity. Female, I answered your damn question. All you had to do was just bring your monkey ass. But no, you gotta make shit more complicated than the blind motherfucker putting on makeup.
You are such an asshole. I was trying to be nice and see if we can make up for lost time, but obviously you don't.
You know what? I don't. I don't want you to come by. I'm good.
Thank you, Mark, for finally telling me what you really wanted. This whole conversation could have been avoided.
Female, hang up the phone before I reach through my mobile talking device and strangle you.
Asshole.
Hang up the phone! Oh, fuck!
Yo, that always gets me, man. Like the classic example of logic versus emotion. Classic example. I don't think it gets any better than that, man. Like literally, you know. And if you really think about it from both standpoints, when you apply the way of thinking to both, it makes sense why the debacle happened. All right. So the woman is asking him, does he want her to come over? As if does he miss her and such, and a whole bunch of like other emotional intentions. Like, do you really want me to be over there? Do you miss me? You know what I mean? Can we pick up where we left off? Whatever basically happened, you know, obviously if she was calling him, they might have had some history that was pretty good. You know, maybe they ended on good terms and she was just in that neighborhood, or maybe she purposely came near there and wanted to come see him. You know, maybe she thought about him or something. And this dude literally wasn't even on that wavelength. He was chilling. And he's like, all right, I ain't doing nothing. Come on through, whatever. And it's like, yo, but that's not what I was asking you. I was asking you basically in translation, do you miss me? Do you miss me to the point where you want me to come over? Or would you be upset if I didn't? He wasn't getting that. He was getting, why are you complicating this shit? I'm telling you, if you want to come through, come through. I'm saying you can come through, whatever. So that should be obvious that I want you to come over, because if I didn't, I'd have told you, fuck no, get off my phone. Or I wouldn't even answer the phone. So, lost in translation, I suppose, but how many times have you been in a debate or argument with somebody you've been with, and that same type situation happened, where you're saying what you mean, and you can't say it any clearer, woman or man. You can't say it any clearer. You said it the clearest you know how to say it, but for some reason, it seems like the complication, something's being overly complicated, or the person's being a dick. You know what I mean? and both ends think the other one's being a dick, but in reality, that's not the case. It's just the brains are wired different. We're both created to be opposites, and yin and yang. You can't make it without each other, man. 100%. That's pretty much what it is. Let me get to these comments though. Truth Seeker, she says hormones. I think it's yeah. That too. That's probably 50% of it. I would say. That's probably a good solid 50%. Yeah, definitely, absolutely. My man says, Warriors Janadu, nice to see you here. Men have a sense of direction, navigation, well better than women on the road. That's facts, 100%. That is 100% facts. I specialize in it too. Are you talking about the electric, like the hydrogen car thing? Okay. Men have a sense of roadmap, direction, navigation well better than women on the road. I would say that is probably true. Probably. I would say men overall are better at operating you know, vehicles or cars or whatever they do on the road. I would say. Good vibes, Warriors. Nice to see you here. Absolutely. Mike says, ignorantia justia neminem ex. Jeez, that sounds like Latin. I don't know if men have this, but as a woman, intuition is a superpower. I could be minding my own business and I get a spidey sense tingling about something. I think that might be something that men get too, but it might be one of them situations where your pineal gland got to be completely clear, because I can sense deception when nearby. Definitely, I'm like, something does not seem right about this dude. I can definitely sense deception, 100%. Wow, I seen the one with the van siphoning with the hole over the ground. What are you talking about? I don't think I saw that one. Am I missing something? This is so true. Yes, sir. Intuition is gained from your gut chakra, raised from fruiting your seed to the pineal up to 40 days, aka Christ oils at thy lampstand. Women can go only 28 days. If you're a perv, it will never happen. Okay, interesting. Nice. I will say to the logic versus emotion thing, there's dudes who act more interested in wanting your company and it matches that emotional process versus the logical, more dry response. Um you know what I think it might be though? It might just be because maybe it's a situation where like the men or such have learned to mimic certain behavior in order to get the results they want, aka being like deceptive, you know, that's that type of thing. Maybe that's what it is, because that's completely unnatural to me. Like if a man is doing something out of his nature, that really doesn't shake as well. But maybe I suppose that could be what it is. Lucid Air, Tesla Volt. What are we talking about here, Mike? I think you're still talking about the hydrogen cars or something on the electric cars. What are we talking about? Why we are in an effeminate culture now. Wave fluctuates throughout history. Yeah, yeah. I think it's an effort to like purposely dumb down men, man. And really like the like the toxic masculinity thing. That's the most retarded shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, the most toxic thing is like over femininity, in my opinion. Like when you try to eliminate the other, that's a problem because there's no balance, yo. You try to eliminate the other, that is a huge problem. You know, you're trying to get rid of the balance. An alpha male wouldn't have fell into that, wouldn't have gotten angry, would have just said, get over here, and still wouldn't have answered the question. That's how men and women really supposed. Yeah. I will say this. He would have known how to answer the question to get the ending result he actually wanted. Like, all right, to be able to satisfy both requests, like all right, to be able to basically find a meeting point in the middle, to basically say, all right, well, I do want her to come over, so I will satisfy whatever question she does have, if that's how I truthfully feel. Because what a quote unquote alpha is going to do is not going to be against what he actually wants to do. So yes, that is partially facts. I say partially facts. Joel got a point. Yeah, it's partially facts. My man, we got my man Jiu-Jitsu Passport in here. Yes, sir. Good to see you here, brother. I want to get my man on here. He's going to discuss travel today. We'll be talking about travel. Absolutely. True secret Alex could be deceptive too. It depends. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, sometimes, and that's why a lot of dudes who they say no good men always get all the women. It's because they're socially inept and they know pretty much how to manipulate a conversation. So that's what they would deem as a quote unquote alpha, you know, which is, I think that's the opposite though. True secret Alex, thanks. Just wanted to take it to House Point. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. But yeah, there's an inherent difference between the way men think and the way women think. And if you watch like a something geared towards women, like I would say a soap opera, as a matter of fact. I've tried to watch soap operas multiple times. I can't rock with it, yo. Side note, this is a random question. What kind of cameras did anybody ever wonder what kind of cameras they use on soap operas? Why they're so goddamn clear? Like, yo, those cameras be like, even back in like the 90s, the cameras was a different kind of. What kind of cameras do they use for those, man? I always thought it was odd how clear those cameras were. Like, you look at like Married with Children or something like that, and the camera's nowhere near as clear as it is on Young and the Restless. Like, what's up with that, man? I thought that was weird. But on a side note, though, like, no, in terms of when you watch stuff that's geared towards women, like Lifetime and stuff like that, that shit kills me. I'll be like, yo, I really can't rock with this. Like, all men are bad. They will kill you if you go on a date with them and stuff like that. That kind of stuff. But these are things that are geared towards women. Now, I would go as far as to say that might be something that's even driven further to drive the divide. It is the light. You think it's the lighting? Is it the lighting though? Like, really? That could be what it is. I mean, that would make sense. But yo, I go as far as to say, like, do you think Married with Children had a bigger budget than Young and the Restless? Because I would think whatever lighting they had for Married with Children, they could have used for Young and the Restless, they could have used for Married with Children. But what do I know, man? I'm just a guy that just notices shit. You know what I mean? Don't say Jerry Springer. y'all off the deep end tonight. My man said Jerry Springer. Oh snap! Word. Nazi technology cameras. Are you talking about the Operation Paperclip shit? Hey, let me tell y'all something. All right, my man Jiu-Jitsu Passport. He said he don't want to hear none of that conspiracy theory bullshit. So don't be talking about no flat Earth. Don't be talking about no aliens. Don't be talking about no government. Don't be none of him want to hear none of that shit. Oh man, my man said sniper money. Always a pleasure to be here. Yes, sir. A pleasure to have you. But the last few comments were kind of random, yo. You gotta you said maybe he's talking about the cameras or something they use. I don't know. Soap operas seem like emotional drugs. That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, these soap operas are like super, super emotional. And, like, I tried to watch them, but like I can't really get with it, man. It's too much for me. They can, but it's a different type of mood they want you to feel. Word, okay. Yeah, you're right, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. So, like, when you watch a soap opera as opposed to watching Married with Children, I guess the lighting would be different because they wanted, like, to draw on the emotion. That makes perfect sense, actually. That makes perfect sense. He laughed about what I said. I don't want nobody going at your head. Ain't nobody gonna go at your head, man. We all family here, bro. My man Jiu-Jitsu Passport, as you can see, he's another Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. I've been talking to this guy online for a while now. He's one of the few guys who actually heard me rap in this room, and probably actually who watches it all. But yeah, I'm gonna get him on in a little bit to have him talk about travel and things like that and the state of how things are overseas. Okay. All right. So look, I'm gonna jump into some theories my man don't want you to my man doesn't want to talk about. So let me go ahead and share this real quick. All right, well, take a look at this right here, guys. I saw this. Hold on, let me pull this up real quick. All right, I saw this right here on Instagram, and I thought you guys should see this. Now, take a look at this. This is being showed as evidence that there's a war going on in Ukraine at the hands of Russia. But this is actually footage from Lebanon. Okay, so we saw the recycling of footage. So things that they're showing that are supposed to be actually happening over there in Ukraine are not actually happening. We've seen the soldiers with the wooden cutout guns that weren't really guns. We saw that. We uncovered that. I saw another video too with a guy supposed to be in a body bag that ended up taking the bag off and like moving, smoking a cigarette. This was today. I forgot to share it to my email. Maybe we'll cover that next week. But we saw the one guy who was supposed to be in a body bag who was moving, and I guess the bag was uncomfortable. And some guy ran over there and told him to stop moving. We're filming. So he put the bag back over his face. We've seen that. There's been multiple videos we've seen that debunk this whole entire thing. We've seen Vladimir Putin's hand go right through a microphone as if something was CGI'd. And then we asked ourselves, why would they need to CGI something like that? So yeah, that's that's interesting stuff, man. And like I wanted to show y'all this so y'all can be aware of exactly more and more propaganda is being exposed. People are starting to figure out exactly what the hell is happening. All right. So we got, hold on, let me see here. He says, you got me curious about soap operas now. Listen, them soap operas are crazy, man. I'm telling you, the quality cameras they use are just ridiculous. They had like 1080 back in 1993. Like, yo, why is this shit so clear? What the hell? Oh man. Maybe Area 51 is where they shoot soap operas and the actors test clones explain the bad acting. Hey, put it out there, man. Putin took out all the biolabs. You know, people keep saying Vladimir Putin is destroying biolabs and he's supposed to be the savior or whatever like that. But listen, let me tell y'all something, yo. All right. Ain't nobody going to be in power that ain't supposed to be there. You ain't going to have an op in power. All right. Let's not forget who the 7 families are that run this whole entire shebang. So if you think somebody's going to be in power, that's an op for somebody else that's in power like that, like the 7 groups. That's dead, man. I don't believe that at all. You know. And it's what you're carrying. I'm lost, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, Mike. I'm lost. Whatever bourbon you drinking, please put me down, bro. Cause I got a little bit here, but ain't nothing like what you what you got. I'm lost, man. My man Passport says you got skills too. Not sure why you stopped. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. No sniper money. What are you talking about sniper money, Mike? Break that down, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie. You usually drop some facts on here. I'm lost, so you got to drop the facts on that. Wag the dog. Yep, 100%. You know, you ask yourself, why is it so obvious of what they're doing? Like, why is what they're doing not well hidden? If they wanted to deceive you, you wouldn't see it, right? Again, to me, it comes back to the black magic thing, man. It's like the deception right in front of your face. The best place to hide something is right where they can see it. They ain't paying attention, they won't notice. 13 families were taken out. I don't know, man. That's a little far fetched for me to believe, William. Now, a lot of people say that, but I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I can't say Vladimir Putin's a golden boy, you know. Minsk Declaration and North Atlantic Pact. There you got the answer. All right, bet. I'm gonna look into that, yo. I'm gonna look into that. Television programming. Yep, 100%. All right, so I want y'all to get acquainted with my man right here. He is right now in, I believe, Thailand. He was in Philippines for a long time. The dude, he pretty much has lived over there forever. He's pretty much an expat, and he's familiar with the state of how things are going overseas. So without further ado, let me pull my man out the green room. I got my man Jiu-Jitsu Passport. What's good with you, famo? Can you hear me?
What's up, bro? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you perfect. What's up, man?
You can hear me or not?
I can hear you perfect. What's up?
Yeah, let me.
Take your time, man.
I'm good, man. This is like my second. This is like my second time doing this, so I don't know if I'm doing it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, take your time, man. Take your time. Absolutely. He getting his stuff together. Let me go ahead and read these comments real quick. Trump.
I got a little bit of a delay. Hold up.
Yeah, it's probably because of the distance, so I might have to just take it nice and slow. Yeah, it's probably because you all the way stage.
Man, I can't hear you, bro.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me? All right, I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna let him get in the green room again to get his stuff together. When he comes back, he'll be all situated. So hold on. Trump, Putin, Modi, and Gabe working together to take out the deep state. What is Modi? What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means. Listen, yo. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys are involved with tax returns and stuff like that. I know some of you guys probably don't. Whatever, but I actually saw a post that I found very interesting. I couldn't share it with you guys because her Instagram account is private, but this lady had actually done a tax return, and she said that when she got her tax return back, she noticed on the note where it's actually showed where the return came from, it actually said America Republic on the note. And dude, I really wish I could show y'all this, man. I'm gonna figure out a way to show you guys this next week, maybe. But yeah, she actually had it right there that said, it legitimately said America Republic, pretty much. And you know, most of the time with the refunds, the tax returns or whatever, it'll actually say IRS Treasury account or something like that. But it said like American Republic TRST, like trust. So like, dude, that was big because a lot of us didn't understand the difference between American Republic and the IRS in United States Corporation, as in 15 United States Code 3002. That's a big difference. So I thought that was interesting, man. I gotta show y'all that though, the proof of it. But yeah, anybody who has, if you've gotten a return or something like that, let me know in the comment section if you noticed anything odd about where it came from. Because I spoke to 2 different people that said it came from like an American Republic trust. So who knows? All right. Let me see if I got my man's ready now. You all good to go, man? All right. Just let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna drop a comment in the private chat. Let me know when you're ready to go, okay? I'm gonna hit you in the private chat. All right, he's still getting this thing together. Hold on a second. There we go. Yes, sir. All right, let me get to another video then. Take a look at this right here. this gonna piss a lot of y'all off. Look at this shit.
Shay, one of the most frustrating parts of owning a car is dealing with the DMV. But a new kind of license plate on the road in California is promising to make that easier.
10 News reporter John Horn is live. And John, this new plate can do a lot more than that, too.
Well, that's right. And we've seen a lot of technological advances in cars recently. The LCD screens, the push start radios, even the push start power button. But if you come to the back of the car, things are a lot different because not much has been done with the license plate. That is, until now.
Sexy. This is not clunky and chunky like a big piece of metal.
Alan Cooper says the future is now when it comes to license plates. His company's product is being tested on cars across California.
When your registration becomes renewable, you pay online, and these just click over to the next year.
It's called the Reviver Plate, a digital e-ink smart license plate. The state approved testing the technology in 2013.
Testing for just the viability and the functionality of the plate. I mean, this is just this next big advancement.
The plate can do a lot. If your car is stolen, it will actually say stolen on the plate. Or if there's an Amber Alert, it can relay the message right on it. Cooper says consumers have control over their privacy. You can't change the numbers, and it's on the car tightly.
I can't pull that off. So it's on the car and it's fixed.
Cooper says the plate wires into the back of the car and doesn't need a charge. He says Reviver Auto is in contact with car dealers to get it on San Diego lots now.
You want the coolest iPhone, you want the coolest plate, make my car look great. That's what it is.
Okay. The plate costs $699 plus a $7 monthly fee. The state hopes to end its pilot program by New Year's Day. Live in Webster, John Horn, 10 News.
All right. So a lot of you guys who roll with private plates, man, that's crazy. All right. So check this out. Digital license plates. How many of you guys are interested in digital license plates? Now, before you say hell no, all right, because the price is $699 freaking dollars, so it's $700 plus. Then you gotta pay the state $7 a month if you get their plate anyway, their version of it. I'm pretty sure a version that's not registered with the state is going to be cheaper. You know, China's always got some cutting edge technology to undercut whatever everybody else is doing that works pretty good these days. But that's either here or there. All right, so with the private plates, you could probably do a situation where, you know, you might be able to have a digital private plate on your whip, you know. Hey, who knows? But here's my thing, all right? You saw that it'll actually light up stolen, and it's a digital LCD. How easy is it to hack something like that? Like, how easy would it be for somebody to point like a special kind of laptop at your license plate and hack that bitch because they just want to fuck with you? And your shit says stolen on the back of it. Next thing you know, you got police pulling you out of the damn whip saying your car was stolen or something like that. And if it's all digital and it's going off of these towers and stuff they had that emit these signals, you know, to every damn thing, it's probably going to come under the 6G. When you see 6G roll around, that's when you're going to start seeing stuff like this happen. Facts. And look, check it out. Electrical license plate, social credit score. You talking too much shit about what the government's doing, guess what? No license plate. Your shit cut off. Now you got a dead license plate on the back of your whip because you said the government is lying to its people. You know, just because you said something like that, and your social credit score dropped. So now you can't live where you live no more. You got to move and shit. Hey, crazy shit, man. All right, I got my man back. Jiu-Jitsu Passport. What's up with you, famo?
Hey, what's up, man? Got my
Excellent,
coffee
all right.
good, bro.
Excellent. All right, cool. I assume you got everything taken care of over there.
Yeah, my bad. Like I said, this is my second time doing this, so I'm not like.
Yeah.
But I got it now. I'll figure it out. I'm good.
Absolutely.
You know, I
man.
just started this YouTube stuff, so you know, there's a lot of stuff that I don't really know how to do. So you know, I'm getting there.
All good, man. All good. That camera is nice on that. The quality is nice on that camera, bro.
I got it's the S21, bro.
Nice.
So
You put mine to shame, and I'm hating on you right now, man.
It's the Hollywood camera. It's a soap opera camera.
Right, yeah. Hey, man. He said he got a soap opera. I'm hating on you, man. Nah, but all right, so you overseas, correct? You are from the United States of America, but you're actually overseas currently.
Yeah. I'm in Thailand right now. I've been here for 3 years already.
Nice. And before that, you were in Philippines, right?
Yeah, I was in the Philippines for close to 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
I retired back in 2012. Then I moved to the Philippines, stayed for a few years. Now I'm here. Let's see what happens next.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So, what is the state of everything that's happening? Because I know there was a big shift in everything that happened with the pandemic and all that stuff. You know, travel was shut down. You know, places were
Oh
locked
yeah,
down. How are
yeah,
things right now?
it's good, bro. The requirements to come into Thailand are not that's not are there's still, you know what I mean. There's still a few things you got to do, but it's not bad. It's not bad like it used to be. Now you got to get it, that test
Mhm.
before you come in. I think it's 72 hours before you come to the country. You got to go online, put in your travel info, where you're staying, things like that, and that's pretty much it, bro. Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta have insurance. You gotta have some kind of insurance, which super easy to get. You can go online and get either company or do it on your own. You know what I mean? But it's good, bro. Things are not fully open yet.
Mhm.
It's the gyms have been open. The gyms have been, Thailand is very health oriented. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
the gyms have been open for a while and things like that. Yeah, but I mean, compared to what you guys are going through, it's it's not bad at all. Trust. I mean, from what I've seen in your channel, from seeing the news, and and the different people's social media accounts and the restrictions you guys got, and I don't know how it is now
Mhm.
back at home, but yeah, it's throughout this pandemic, besides people losing their jobs, which is kind of it's messed up. You know what I mean? It's kind of sad to see that.
Yeah.
Uh, restrictions wise, it's not even close.
Okay. Yeah, I know. It was pretty strict here, and I live in Maryland, so like, here was crazy because being a blue state, they pretty much anything that they say goes.
You
Certain
got you
areas
got.
like Florida, huh?
I'm saying like blue state. You mean when they say go, you got to do it, right? It's like it's super
Yeah,
strict.
yeah, yeah. Because like they pretty much play ball, so whatever they say they'll do is like, oh fuck the Constitution, we'll just do this, that, and the third. So
Okay.
places like here, yeah, it was pretty strict at one point. I remember one point where like there was literally no parking where I lived at because everybody was home because nobody wanted to go out because the government told them, hey, you can't be on the road. You know what I mean? You need to stay in the house. So
Damn.
literally, when I got on the road, literally there was nobody on the road at all. I was going to work like, yo, holy shit, I got here in 5 minutes. Like, yo, there's no traffic
You
at
look
all.
like a walking scene, kind of dead, like Walking Dead
Walking
scene
Dead kind of
type
scene.
of. Yeah, yeah.
It was kind of like that. I actually saw what is it about? What is it? Those things called the tumbleweeds blowing and shit.
Oh
It's like,
yeah,
damn, okay. But yeah, so like back then, man. But I was like, yo, I'll go where the fuck I want to go. I'm not gonna let somebody tell me to stay in the goddamn. I never really completely believed this shit was happening the way it was, which
yeah.
a lot of stuff, information came out later on that disproved that. But I never was one of those people that just stayed in the house afraid and shit. I
Well, I
think
mean,
the
I,
first 3 weeks I believed what was happening, and then I was like, yeah, this sounds suspect now.
bro, I'll be honest with you. Like, even though that thing almost killed me, like I don't know if you heard, I was really sick. Like I was sick for like a month and a half. Like I lost. Shoot, I don't know how to do it and convert it to pounds. I've been using kilos all the time, but I lost like close to 10 kilos, almost 20 pounds.
Mm.
I was almost gone, bro. And yet, I don't believe that it's bad. It's bad. Like it's as bad as is being portrayed.
Mhm.
Even though I almost died, I think I just got unlucky, and I think most people that are being sick and dying and things like that. It's just people that have pre-existing conditions and are, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I think I'm with you on that one. I don't think it's that bad.
Well, I mean, yeah, yeah. I would say as far as like people getting sick, I would make the argument that like with the whole entire thing for me, this is what I looked at. Like the flu completely disappeared those 2 years. Like nobody, not one person caught the flu. And I would
Yeah,
always ask like doctors, like, yo, how many people are actually catching the flu as opposed to how many people are supposedly catching this thing? And then
yeah,
people they were like, oh well, you heard on one hand they're saying nobody's catching the flu because everybody's social distancing and everybody's uh, uh,
in the house.
washing their hands often and things like that, and they're not doing the same things. They're not as careless as they would be. But then they turn around and say, well, there's so much spread of the C19 because people are not washing their hands as frequently and people are not social distancing because that's why it's spread. And so it just got me to thinking like, yo, this sounds suspect.
Yeah, it sounds to you. It sounds like they're always looking for reasoning or justification. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Whenever you ask a question, they will send you to another question. They didn't give you an answer.
100%. Yeah. So, when I got to looking at things like that, it just, again, it drew me to more questions. So that's pretty much what we do here. We just ask the questions and then we draw our own conclusions.
They give you the lawyer answer.
Right. Yeah. 100%. So, you're saying things pretty much opened up. So they're not requiring anybody to get vaccines to go to gyms, right?
No, they just gotta. It's a requirement that you gotta show a little home test, but nobody kind of like follows that requirement. Not even the businesses. Like I was out yesterday. I went to like 3 different places, and not even like it's right on the door. Show your little test. They never asked me for it. They never asked me for my card, like vaccination card. The only time I was asked for it was when I traveled to Bahrain last December. And then I just went to an island, I think a couple of weeks ago, and then they asked me for it. It's like, it's a requirement that nobody really follows. So
got you. So what about the masks? Are people still wearing masks over there? Like,
yeah, that is. When you walk in the street, it's fucking. It's kind of weird, man. Like you are required to wear a mask inside, like let's say 7-Eleven or like a little store, you know what I mean, like the mall. But then you go in, like if you go to a restaurant, they don't. I had walked in through a restaurant, through the door, and without a mask, and they don't really they don't.
It's loose.
They're not really that
enforced.
strict when it comes down to things like that, like little things like that. They're not really that strict.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. That's interesting. So, when's the last time you've actually been to like the Philippines? I'd ask.
Shoot, 2000 and 2019.
Damn, that was a while.
When I left 3 years ago, and then for the last 2 years, because Philippines, bro, man, talk about restrictions. Those guys are wearing like face shields and
I seen that shit. Like, bro, it's crazy because. Like that dude, everybody was gung ho over the dude Duterte. It was like, yo, he tells it like it is. He's like the Filipino Trump. But like, at the end of the day,
I've been saying that since the beginning, bro. Like, I swear to God, man, I've been saying that since day one.
Word.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. Like, everybody's saying this, that, and the third. But like, look, when the whole thing happened, it's just like. They're like one of the most restrictive. I'm not sure how their constitution works. I think I've read the Philippines constitution like once, and it actually has some pretty solid stuff in it. It was very geared towards protecting the individual rights of the people. But then when you look at
it's very like Americanized, kind of like there's a lot of American parts, I guess, or
yeah.
It's very Americanized.
Well, it used to be an American territory in I think the 1960s or 70s, right?
Yeah. American occupied it for many years. Japan, Philippines, and America did.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, if you were born in the Philippines, I think in the 70s, or might have been the 60s or something. I think it might have been the 60s or 70s, late 60s, early 70s. But if you were born in the Philippines around then, you were actually considered a U.S. national. And as we talk about the term U.S. national as opposed to a U.S. citizen, which is
okay.
A U.S. national is basically one who was born in one of the territories that belongs to the United States corporation, pretty much. So with that said, you were classified as a U.S. national as opposed to a U.S. citizen. But here's the interesting part: you actually were protected by the Bill of Rights specifically, and when you come over to, like, let's say you get work in the United States, quote unquote, and you do whatever, you were actually paying taxes was actually optional. It was optional anyway, but they actually have an I-9 form where you can actually put that you are a U.S. national, pretty much. One of the.
I didn't know that. They have
Go ahead.
Sorry, the military has I don't know if the Army, Air Force does, but the Navy, they have some kind of treaty with the Filipinos like the Filipino citizens, they have some kind of program that they can get into,
Hmm.
and that they're the only country that they can do that. Like they can. There's Filipinos in the Navy who are born and raised in the Philippines, and they can serve in the Navy through some kind of citizenship program. I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
So they
Very
can
interesting.
become U.S. citizens from serving in the Navy. Is that what it is?
Yeah, pretty much how it is. Yeah, yeah. They can go. They take a test. They do some kind of recruiting in the Philippines, and I know that I seen it in Subic,
Mhm.
and they have like they come into town. They take a test. They show their like they have a college degree, and I don't know the requirements,
Mhm.
but yeah, like they go straight from the Philippines to basically to the Navy.
Wow, that's
And they go
interesting.
through some of them actually gone through ESL during boot
Okay.
camp, because I was born in New York, right? I was born in the States, but I grew up in Mexico. And when I came in the Navy, I didn't spoke English,
Mhm.
right? But I scored so high in the test, in the ASVAB test, they didn't put me in the ESL kind of boot camp, right? And I was with my company, marching or whatever, waiting in line or whatever. And then I looked to my side, and at that time I didn't know who Filipinos were. I looked to
Right.
my side and I asked my boy, I was like, "Yo, what is like those Mexicans? What is that group of Mexicans doing over
Some
there,
of them do
right?"
look like Mexicans, bro. Like
Yeah.
when you look at them, they look similar, man. Like, yo, what,
So he goes, "No, man, because to me, I was in a mix with a whole bunch of white people, black folks. You know what I mean? Like I was in a mix of a company, and over there, I was in a group, and they were all Mexicans to me. And I asked my boy, I was like, "Yo, what they got the Mexicans over there? And like, what they do?" I'm thinking right away they do something like they did something wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "No, that's the ESL company."
Mm.
He was speaking Spanish to me. I was like, "Well, what is ESL?" He goes, "English as a second language." I was like, "Okay, so what does that mean?" And then he goes, "If you don't speak English, they put you in that company for like a month or 2 months, and then they move you to a regular boot camp company." So I was like, "Yo, I need to go there." You know what I mean? And then I talked to my leader or whatever, and then I was like, "Listen, I heard about this, blah, blah, blah." And then he goes, "Nah, you staying right here." I was like, "All right."
Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, that's dope.
yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
they
know
go
they had
through ESL.
when I was in school, they had ESOL, and like it was ESOL, and it was the kids who spoke Spanish, and there was these dickhead kids that would meet up with the kids in ESOL in the bathroom and fight them. Like it was the
Oh,
dumbest
shit.
shit ever. I was
Wow.
never a part of that shit. I thought it was retarded. And I was like, what the fuck you picking on them for? Like, they ain't done nothing to you. And they would go in the bathroom. Sometimes they would get their ass whipped. Sometimes they would beat their ass. But it was always a fucking like a Royal Rumble in the bathroom. But you know how it is, man, growing up. Some people dickheads or whatever, but it's a whole nationality thing. But yeah, that's very interesting, yo. I didn't even know that was a thing. So how popular
Yeah,
is that
yeah.
program then?
Say it again.
How popular is that program from the
Oh, there's
Philippines
a
to the
lot
Navy?
in the Navy. There's a lot of Filipinos in the Navy.
Hmm.
They have the little they call it the Filipino mafia.
Holy shit, damn. That's crazy.
They're very I think the Navy, I'm pretty sure the Navy has the most Filipino citizens of all the branches.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? Look into that. You're gonna find it very interesting. I'm telling you, the way
Yeah,
you are,
definitely.
look into it, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Definitely.
look into it. Yeah.
Man, no doubt, no doubt. So what advice would you give to anybody who's willing to who wants to travel to Thailand, that's interested in like good food and stuff like that, man?
Oh, like when it comes on to what, like food?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Man, here, bro, everything is good, bro. Everything is good. You I like eating at local spots, like Thai local spots. So what they do is for people like you can be where I stay. It's not really like the tourist area, right? And there's a lot of local joints like around here. And what they do is they put pictures on the wall. So if you don't speak Thai, you just point at the pictures and they bring you the food. So honestly, bro, outside of the popular pad Thai and stuff like that, like they actually have curry here. They
Yeah,
have
I know
like
about the curry. Yeah.
yeah, there's a thing called, my favorite dish is called masaman, which is it can be made out of fish, chicken. I like the chicken. the chicken masaman, and it's basically curry. That's my favorite one. That's my favorite one. You can't go wrong with that. You know. So yeah, when it comes down to food, it's hard, man. It's hard for me to choose. Like, tell you what's the best. Everything is good, bro. Everything is good.
And what part are you in? You said
Pattaya.
Pattaya, right? Pattaya,
Yeah.
very popular spot there.
That-
Yes,
that's
sir.
the-
All right, so anybody who's interested, man, my man here, he always shows you spots on his channel where you can eat at. He's always
Yeah,
hanging out
yeah.
with his boys, good places to drink. Please plug your channel, man, so some of my subscribers can come over to your channel and take a look at what you got to offer, man.
Let me put it up in the chat.
Absolutely, put that in the chat if you can, man. Go subscribe to my man, Jiu-Jitsu Passport. He is a practitioner of jiu-jitsu. He also practices fitness too. Before he got sick, he was real muscular. Like, I remember this dude. I was hating on this dude. Like, man, you look like an asshole over there with all the muscle, man. Fuck you, man. But you know, he's
still got
maintaining. Yeah, he's still solid. Don't get it confused. He's just not like the giant hawk anymore, but he's still cut. So yeah, he can. If you have any, if you need any health advice from my man, he's the guy to ask. You know how much protein you might need. If you're interested to start getting in training, my man here's a brown belt. Also.
Yeah, I'm changing this year. By the way, I'm getting the next one this year.
Yes, sir. I'm glad to hear.
You know who's and you know who's giving it to me too, right?
Yeah, I
Lloyd
do.
Irvin, baby.
I do. Yeah, Team Lloyd Irvin. Yes, sir. Absolutely. So shout out to them. That's 100%.
You know what I mean?
My man, DJ is there, right?
Yeah. My brother DJ Jackson, bro. I'm trying to help him get his YouTube channel back and running again. He's he came here for a seminar. Next thing you know, he's married, he has a child, bro. He ain't going nowhere.
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, so y'all watching. That's the one thing. If you come here, man, just be ready.
Be ready, man, because you might have that beautiful woman that might walk up to you and be interested in you 100%. But yeah,
he's getting ready right now. She's getting dressed to go to work. She's getting her stuff. She's gonna go to work soon. She cooks for me. She cleans my place.
Absolutely, bro. That's dope.
You talked about earlier about women and men back at home, and yeah, this right here.
yeah. That's a part of the red pill thing, though. Like, yo, the way the culture thing is completely different overseas.
Yeah,
100%.
This is normal. This is like. What I've seen in a lot of channels and YouTube is like they be arguing about all that and this and that and blue and red and this and that, and I'm like, yo, this is my life. This is normal. This is not even whatever. I don't know.
Oh shit, who's this guy? You know this guy, man?
Who's that?
Chocolate man in Thailand.
Oh, that's James, bro. That's my brother.
Oh shit, okay. That's what's up. No doubt. Shout out to you, James. Yes, sir. Well, yeah, man, 100%. Yo, anybody who's interested, go subscribe to my man right there. If you got any questions, feel free to reach out to him. He's also on Instagram too. Please drop your Instagram too, man. Drop the plugs in there so we can help get his subscribers up, man. He's trying to build the subscribers.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, that's my Chocolate Man in Thailand. He's the guy that actually made me. Because a lot of people have asked me before throughout the years, and they're asking me to do a channel, and like even you know what I mean? Like they're like, oh, you should do a channel, you should do this, and I never took that first step. And Chocolate Man in Thailand, James, the guy who just left me that like in your comment section, he's the one that kind of like, all right, let me do it. You know what I mean? So he's the one who kind of like gives me tips and. I go to him for advice and whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, he's that dude, man. He's the dude. I know him for years. I know him way back in the day. You know what I mean? So yeah.
It's always good to have the people in your corner, man. I'll be talking to my it's a circle I talk to on Telegram, and my man is he's trying to go out. What the hell? I think it was I don't think it was Guyana. It was another spot he was trying to move out to, but it was one of those foreign spots and such. And trying to buy a plot of land because in certain spots you can't buy land.
Yeah.
If you weren't born there on the soil, you can't actually buy land. America's one of the only places where you can be a foreigner and just come over here and buy a house and buy property and shit.
Yeah.
How about that, man? Huh? But yeah, absolutely.
Philippines is like that.
Huh?
Philippines, you can't buy land.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
condos, I don't know, it's very, like most countries are very strict when it comes down to buying property.
Yeah, it's the nationalism, though. You know, America's for basically United States is for sale. They don't give a fuck. Like, if you got the money, you got a house, you got property, car, whatever you want. You can
Money
you can
talk, baby.
definitely rent though overseas, right?
Say it again.
You can rent a spot, of
Oh,
course.
bro, yeah, and for the cheap too. It's like, you know, I got my apartment. I stay literally on the beach. My condo. I got a beachfront condo, right? Like it takes me about a minute. Not even that, just to like go to basically my backyard is the beach.
What?
I pay $300 a month, bro.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah,
My
300.
man is living the Baywatch life for $300 a month, and he gets
This
meals
joint,
cooked for him.
yeah, this joint looks like it's like going to a resort. Like
Wow.
my place is where people go on vacation, and they pay like 300 per night. I pay
Wow.
300 a month.
That is dope, yo. I'm hating, man. Get off my
Yeah.
channel, goddammit.
That's another thing that a lot of people. That's why a lot of people move overseas because of the cost of living.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the cost of living is so affordable compared to, you know, back in the States.
Oh
You
man,
know,
let
you
me
can't-
tell you something, man. Here in
Yeah.
Maryland, everything is going up. Shit, in New York, even you're
Even
gonna
more?
pay. You're gonna pay about $2,700 for, I think, a single bedroom. My man has a studio out there. He was like, "Yo, my rent is $2,700 a month." Now, to be fair, they make a lot more per hour out there, but it's just like it's a hustle, yo. You know what I mean? You might be working 3 jobs to pay the damn rent. And
Yeah,
the thing about it
just
is, a
to
lot of them New Yorkers, they move down here, so like, you know, everything's going up. The gasoline is crazy through the roof. Rent is up. You know, more houses are going for more. You know, it's a seller's market right now because you can sell your house for more, you know, than you could when everything was more calm. But this
Okay,
is the,
okay.
this is the kind of climate they wait for out here. They wait for shit to
Yeah.
get in shambles so they can sell. You know?
Man, that's those prices are just I cannot even I cannot even like think about like you know what I mean? Like that's wow, that's insane to me.
Yeah,
That's
it's
insane
crazy.
to me.
100%. But yeah, you go to places like
Yep.
I've heard some places in Texas you can actually buy a house for like 56,000, like super south though, like close to
Yeah.
Mexico, damn near. But
You ready?
yeah. Are you ready to get out of here, man?
No. I was I'm good. I'm good.
All right,
My
man, Chocolate
yeah,
Man
where you at? Maryland, right?
Huh? Yeah, I'm in Maryland.
Yeah. Link up with my boy, man.
Which one?
James, Chocolate Man in Thailand.
Oh, yeah, I'm A6, yo. Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt. Yeah. Hit me up, man. Hit subscribe, yo. Hit me up, whatever. All my information's in the description box, man. Definitely is good to keep the fam, you know,
There's,
growth and everything. Say it again.
there's 3 guys that I talked to a couple of days ago. They're also making the move to Thailand. 3 brothers. So yeah. It's you got to link up with some people up here, bro.
Yeah,
You live in
that's
that?
dope, man. That's good to hear. Definitely. Let me get back to some of these comments here.
Give me a second.
No doubt. Take your time. All right. Damn, I'm behind like hell. My bad. I didn't mean to neglect y'all like that. She says, I want one from my private plate. I don't know about maybe. I don't know, maybe. I have to like because like they've got ones that they actually have license plates that flip. So you might have one license plate on one side, and then when you press a button in your car, it'll flip. I actually saw a guy come in my shop with that. It was pretty dope.
James was asking me when you come to Thailand, bro.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No idea, man. Probably when all this shit clears up. Like I'm not listen, ain't nobody put nothing in my nose. They're gonna have to catch these hands. Nobody's putting nothing in my nose unless they don't have to fight me. If they can knock me out, they can put something in my nose. You know, that's the way I'm rolling. So I ain't nobody putting shit in my nose. You know what I mean? That's dead. I ain't getting nothing put in my body. Ain't no needle going in my body. I'm done with that shit. Fuck
Ain't nobody penetrating any part of your body.
Yo, get out of here with that shit, bro. You crazy. I mean, wow. So Truth Seeker Alex says, I'm about to get a horse and carriage. Holy shit.
Talk to you later. You need anything?
Technocrat at best.
Okay.
Technocrat madness. Facts.
I think, bro. I think if you come around this way, bro, you ain't going back home.
Word. Everybody says that too. Like, oh, you ain't gonna never come
Telling
back.
you. Yeah, there's some good people up here. You know what I mean? Life is good, bro.
Absolutely. I can imagine, man, you on the back of a beach, like
Bro,
home cooked meal.
beachfront. Just think about that, bro.
Yeah,
Beachfront, 300.
yeah,
Come on.
yeah. It's pretty much a no brainer. You're 100% right. Yeah, drop everything and just
And
dip.
the community here of people is great, bro. It's great. I'm
I
telling you.
bet. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
they live on the beach. What is there to be upset about? You know what I mean?
Have you seen the dude Suman in Thailand?
I don't think so.
Go look him up. Go look him up
Okay.
as well. He got a good channel. He used to be in the entertainment business back in the day, and he's for people that are interested in Thailand and moving here and stuff like that. That's another good channel to watch.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind, man. Definitely. Because I want to do a shootout to the channel Bay Area Transparency to the chat. Shout out. I guess you meant shout out. Bay
Yeah,
Area Transparency.
yeah. I want
Okay.
to do a shout out to. Yeah, sounds like that.
US US Inc. Debtocracy, kleptocracy, monocracy, gerontocracy, technocracy, kakistocracy, and anocracy. Pathocracy world. Okay. It's a lot of ocracies, brother. Indeed. They did go full Nazi. What up, Olivia? What's good with you? Thank you. Interesting person. He said you were an interesting person, Alex.
I heard that many times.
He's talking about real. He said the women over there, the way they treat you, they real women. They're not trying to combat you and shit.
Who say that? Let me say that.
Here's the thing, man. I'm gonna say this, bro. Like,
Go
I
ahead.
get where y'all coming from, but like, I'm not gonna just put all American women on the front line and say y'all are all manly. Y'all need to
No,
women up.
I'm not saying that at all, bro.
No,
Not
I ain't
saying
saying
that.
you. I'm just talking about this guy here. Like, yo,
Yeah.
a lot of people will say that, but like, yo, sometimes a lot of people just be looking in the wrong places, man. You know what I mean? 100%.
Yeah, I never speak like that.
I got you. Yeah, I know you. You never said that. Absolutely.
Not even.
But yo, shit, $300 a month for living on the beachfront, though. I mean, I get it. I get it 100%. Yo, I get it. I gotta just go to your channel for the true facts, nationalism. Nailed it. Gotta watch Alex videos. Yeah, I'm about to get with that. I seen like 2 of your videos. I gotta finish watching them though. 3 bills, yes, sir. 3 bills a month, man. That's not bad. Hey, look, set yourself up a little business. You know what I mean? You get yourself your money generated online.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah.
move over here,
Bro.
manage your business. They got Wi-Fi over there too.
Huh?
Of course, because you're on the internet.
Look at my camera, bro.
Absolutely, he's on the internet. So that's a no-brainer right there.
Let me give you guys another one. Last month I spent, how much did I think I paid like $37 for my power bill.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's damn good. Let me tell you how not only is gas going up, the BG&E and all that other shit.
Yo,
over
I
in the
heard
East
about the
Coast is
gas
going up.
prices, man. That's insane.
Bro, listen, $4.36 per premium, and I have a turbo car, so I got to use premium in my shit.
Yeah.
$3.56 for regular.
What do you mean turbo? Break down to me. What? Because I'm not. When it comes down to car, I'm an idiot. What do you mean a turbo?
With turbo cars, you got to use like usually premium or the highest grade gasoline they have,
Okay.
because it's got more. Jesus, my brain's dead right now. It's got more octane in it. Yeah, that's the word. Octane. So when the injector is sprayed, it has to have the maximum amount of octane in order for it to function properly. So turbo cars need to run a little rich naturally. That way, if there's a vacuum leak, it won't just totally fry the engine. So yeah, I have to put premium in my car.
And how much you spend a week? Like, let's say how much you spend a week on gas.
Well, me personally, I don't need to do a lot of cruising. So like, I only put 30 in my shit, and I'll make that last for the week, for real.
Okay.
But that could change.
But you don't move too much.
Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of moving around. You know, I'll put 30 and it'll last me to Friday. But I feel for anybody who has to go. They say most people on average here who work, they have to travel 45 minutes on average to get where they're going. So you can imagine how much they're spending on gasoline or petrol a week. They probably dropping about $150, $200 in the tank. Easy.
I gotta ask my cousin. She's in Texas, so I don't know how Texas thinks like money wise. It's the same. I don't know if it's the same in Maryland when it comes down to like gas and things like that. But
it depends on where you live. Yeah, because I know California, they paying almost $7 a gallon.
Bro, I got a friend. He sits in San Diego, and yeah, I know he's
They hurting 100%. Speaking about that license, did you see the ring or it tracks your sleep? It knows if you are sick before you do and more. You said the license. What are we talking about here? Are you talking about the plate? I'm not sure what they're talking about. A little out
I'm not
confused.
sure, bro.
When you gonna get this dude to Thailand? He says we'll convert him. Hey, y'all crazy. Yo. Hey,
You
let me
lying.
know when
This thing,
let me know when them restrictions lift up, man.
bro. I'm sorry to tell you, whoever's watching, this man is going to be a different person in a month if he comes here.
You said that. Crazy. I said that. Zoom in Thailand. Consumer laws is the real way to get houses and cars for free and open-ended credit. It makes sense, unlike the 1099. Consumer laws. Yeah, there's a lot of laws and stuff like that that are that pretty much looked over. Like even I say HJR 192, which is now public law 7310. Like a lot of like those credit companies, they don't want you to even mention that shit. When you start talking about that, they'll just ignore it. Like, yo, that's not factual. Like, bro, we know the law. You're trying to act like the law doesn't exist, but yeah. What up, Carl? Good to see you here, man. I didn't think he was coming in today. Yeah, surfing is supposed to be legit. Yo, check this out, bro. Here's what I'm not gonna do. Even if I was in Thailand on a beachfront, you would not catch me surfing. All right, because I just watched Baywatch and the dude got his goddamn almost eaten by a shark. I ain't
Bro,
watching shark movie.
so talking about that, right? I got a little sponsor on YouTube now. Like I got my first sponsor already, right?
Nice.
And guess what? It is a paddleboard. Talking about surfing.
Okay, so you surfed it.
No.
Oh shit. Okay.
But I like, you know what I'm saying? I like activities. I like physical activities. So, I jump on the opportunity. You know what I mean? So they send me a paddleboard. So I gotta make a video on it, like little unboxing video. And yeah, so it's just funny that surfing was brought up, because now I have a paddleboard that I gotta use. But I
Use
don't
it,
think
man.
there
Go
ain't no
for it.
sharks in Thailand though.
You said there's no sharks?
Not where I'm at.
Oh, good. Oh, shit. Use that bad boy then. I be hearing stories about California people getting their legs chewed off. And you know what the funny thing is? The funniest thing is when they try to tell you, well, sharks don't really like the taste of us. I'm like, it's a thing, all right. Shark gotta
I'm not trying
find
to
out
find
how
out.
you taste in order to know if he knows. You know what I mean? He gotta bite you first to know if he, hey, it's a stupid ass argument, in my opinion.
We went to in the Philippines. We went to Cebu. We did a whale shark encounter tour, and bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I was screaming like a little girl, bro.
Shit, man.
I'm with you on that one. Sharks and sea giant animals. I don't mess with.
Yeah. Well, shit, what's actually here in the States, it's illegal for you to
What's that?
actually interact with a dolphin, a wild dolphin. You can only interact with dolphins that are in captivity or in control.
Oh, damn! I didn't know that. So if you're underwater and what happens is somebody like if you're swimming and a dolphin comes, well, you got to run. If they catch you, you're gonna be in trouble.
Well, there's a long thing behind it. There was a guy in Australia who used to do dolphin assisted birth. And what he
Okay.
would do is he would take the pregnant woman and he would bring her out. And he had like a whole resort that was set up on the ocean pretty much. So he would bring her out to the beachfront and put her in the water and like basically give her a tank to breathe and everything. And when she was in the water, pretty much, there would be like dolphins that would come out and they would somehow sense that the woman was pregnant and they would come out and they would make a circle around her and they would use sonar. They would echo sonar from off each other in a circle while she was in the middle, and it would aid her giving birth. And the birth is supposed to be completely painless. First off,
What?
yeah, and second off, there's supposed to be a situation where let me think. Yeah, the babies are supposed to be like stronger. They're supposed to be more intelligent. They develop faster. All this other craziness. So they actually banned this man from doing what he was doing, and they got rid of him. So they pretty much all around the board here and a lot of other places they made it illegal to interact with dolphins in the wild.
Because of him, because of what he was doing.
Yeah, the belief and not one accident ever happened from what he was doing. No one ever got hurt. No one died or anything like that. But they were saying that Now this comes back to the conspiracy thing you don't want to talk about.
Now,
But
go ahead. Go ahead.
they were saying the thought is that the dolphins have ancient knowledge of the Atlanteans and all that other stuff, and they're able from sonar to communicate with either the woman or the babies, and that goes into the whole metaphysical thing. But they were saying that might be what it was, and they don't want people to be, born from this way because it can make them too intelligent to control. But that's the whole thought. But yeah, the gentleman, he actually had a place. I think it was in Hawaii or something I can't remember exactly. It was
But
either Hawaii
he was
or it was,
Australian.
huh?
He was Australian. He was from Australia.
Yeah, he was Australian, but he was
Okay.
actually he actually did it in Hawaii, I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. But you can look it up online. It's called dolphin assisted birth. It's been around for a while, but they
Okay.
pretty much outlawed it.
I never heard of it. I mean, I heard of all the stuff that you have talked about before, but this is new to me. It sounds interesting, though. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's pretty good stuff, but we talk about stuff like that on this channel. Exactly what Alex said. We don't come here to judge home. We come to forget it. Facts. I travel an hour one-way gas is ridiculous. An hour. Listen, man. Sheesh. What kind of whip do you push, man? You got like a Camry or something like that? Because those aren't even bad on gas. But if you go an hour,
Yeah, I saw that. 1 hour. Well, that's wild, bro.
yeah, the license plate.
So he does that to like he travels to get less expensive gas, basically, right?
No. He's saying. I think he said 1 hour to work.
Oh, for work.
Yeah, 1 hour. Yeah, we were talking about the commute. The average time is about 45 minutes, but he says he goes an hour one way, so that's 2 hours.
Wow. So he's spending some money on gas.
He getting hurt. The good thing about
Cost
it
of
is
living in Thailand.
huh?
Oh, he's asking for the cost of living in Thailand.
Yeah.
You can. It come. This is what I tell people all the time. Like basic necessities, just for the basic necessities, you can live here for about a little bit over $1,000 a month. You know what I mean? Like with 1G, you can live here. Now, depends on your lifestyle. Like I like to travel, I like to eat out a lot, I like to eat. So most of my money that I spend is spent on traveling and food, right? But when it comes down to basic necessities, again, my rent, $300. I got a one bedroom condo. I got security up front. It's well secure. I got a key card I got to use to go into my, to my apartment. Nobody can just come up in here and, because you hear $300, you're thinking, man, he stays in a, not in a good area. But no, my place is good. I have security. Anyways, again, electricity, $40, $50 at the most. Gas is a little bit expensive. I'm not sure how much it is gas because I have a little moped, a little scooter, and a lot of times I walk or ride my bicycle. You know what I mean? So I couldn't tell you about gas prices. But yeah, man, for about $1,000 for just basic necessities, just to have a house, to have a food, pay your bills, about $1,000 a month, man, you're fine. But to me, I spend more than that because again, I like to travel. So
you like to live. You like to live nice. Yeah. Okay. So you're saying like for $1,000 a month, you can pay your rent, eat out every night.
Your mic is there's a lot of static in your mic.
How it sound? Is it good now?
Yeah, still. Yeah. You sound like you're underwater. No, you're gone. I cannot even hear you. I cannot even hear you now.
Better?
Staticky.
Better? What the hell? Hold on. How about now? You good? Well, a lot of people in the crowd or in the audience are saying that the mic's good. It might be his connection. Yeah, I think it's
You
your
can
connection.
can you how's my connection? Like you
I,
can hear me.
you sound
can hear
fine
me
to
fine?
me. Yeah, you sound good. You sound great. Everybody's saying my mic's good, so I don't know.
Yeah, you sound off. I don't know if it's my connection or
Yeah, check your connection, bro. I think it's on your end. She said NSA don't want him to go to Thailand. They said, no, stay your ass right here. You ain't going nowhere, motherfucker. Oh, snap. That's crazy. Hold on, let me go back to some of these comments while he getting his connection together. So you said the license plate can tell if you're asleep? That's some bullshit. I mean, first off, you shouldn't even be sleeping and traveling at the same time, when you're behind the wheel, but that's just insane though.
oh, you're fine.
Huh?
Yeah, you're good now. I think maybe it was my connection. You're good.
Okay, absolutely. All right, bet. All right, so shark attacks, movement and shape. I'm not an expert. I watch Shark Week. Yeah, Shark Week. Shark Week is all you need. You don't need no science degree, none of that. All you need is Shark Week to tell you to stay your ass out that goddamn water. Did you get? I didn't delete your comment, Olivia. I'm not sure. YouTube be on some bullshit though sometimes, so I didn't do that. 1 hour to work, another hour at home. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. You might want to look into the hydrogen whips thing then. If it's 1 hour to work and 1 hour home, and they billing you about $3.56 a gallon, you might want to look into the hydrogen whip. Alex has a great budget video. Yeah. He does stuff like that too. So if y'all thinking about just dropping everything and saying, man, fuck this goddamn U.S. corporation, and you want to just move to Thailand, my man here's got a budget video you can use too. Some people are on that wave, man. Definitely. Some people.
Yeah, some people are. A lot of people want to make the move, man, but they don't know how to take the first step. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's why.
Scary. It's scary as hell. You drop everything and just leave. Shit.
Yeah. But see, the thing is, like, you have a channel. I have a channel, like, for different things. You know what I'm saying? Just like this is why YouTube is so important, because we tell you what's up. We tell you the real stuff. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
Yeah,
100%.
You're not gonna. Nobody else is gonna tell you this, but the people that are there.
100%. Yeah, I think we caught up on all the comments. Yes, sir. So so you're saying like basically a little bit over 1,000. You can eat out every night. Movies and stuff. What are movies like? Like price in terms of going to the movies?
How much I paid? Let me hold up.
I assume and you know what's interesting? Thailand gets a lot of movies before we do. Like I think Batman came out in Thailand before it came out here.
Yeah, but I pay about $6 for one ticket. So
that's crazy, bro.
And it's nice, bro. Like the cinemas are nice. I'm talking like.
I know. I seen them. I seen one time you posted a picture of the cinemas. They got like recliner chairs and stuff.
Yeah.
To our credit, sir, the movie theaters have increased in quality here too. Thank you very much. but now you paying.
What else did increase though? The prices, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say you paying $18 a ticket now for a nighttime show. But I go to matinees because I'm a cheap motherfucker. So I go to matinees in the daytime, $6.50.
Oh, and they got that as well here. So you pay like $4. You know what I mean? Like for the cheaper one, it's like $4.
Fuck you.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just.
I hate
and then the popcorn and things like that. It's not. They don't hit you upside the head. It's just a few more dollars. We actually, me and Chakaman in Thailand, the dude does commenting, right? Like even my boy, him and I go to the movies all the time. He loves movies as much as I do. So like at least once every 2 weeks we go watch a movie. And you're right, a lot of movies that we get for some, I don't know how it works out. I don't know
if it's that though. Like they're made here and they come out there first. It's like
why haven't you looked into that?
I need to look into that. Yeah, it was like a week in advance. Like they got Batman a week before we got. Like what the?
Yeah,
fuck is
bro.
This?
Yeah.
Crazy.
There's a lot of Chinese here, so that might be the reason. That, you know what I mean? That might be the reason why. But yeah, we got a lot of movies. Movies, cinemas on the cheap. You know what's a little bit expensive compared to America? Gyms.
What is it? Gyms?
The gym.
They're more expensive, you said?
Yeah, I was kind of mind like, see, back at home, you can get like a gym for like $10, right? $10, $20 at the
Yeah,
most.
it's probably like 25 to 30 now, something
Yeah,
like
here they're like $30, $40 a month.
Hmm.
But then again,
Whatever.
all the other stuff that is cheap is kind of like nothing. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just to me was I don't pay for the gym because I'm an instructor. I'm a coach. So but for the other gyms, man, it's like $30, $40. Some are $50 a month. Yeah, it's a fun to kind of interesting. How much more the gym memberships are here compared to back at home.
Yeah.
That is the only. If I can think of one thing, that is the only overpriced thing here compared to America.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Uncanny says Saudi Arabia is considering dropping the US dollar as a central currency. If this happens, gas will reach $10 for sure. And you know what's messed up, yo? Like, we actually had a pipeline that we were actually with Trump set up where we actually had our own gasoline, but Biden basically canceled all that shit and made it illegal to drill here. So now, like, we got to get gas from motherfuckers who are our enemies. That's why they always put pictures of him doing like, I did that next to expensive ass gas prices. Global energy grid in the works. Only 100 million tokens. Grab as much as you can. Use a Trace or wallet. Don't keep them on the exchanges. What is it called? He said global energy grid. Let me write that down. Global energy grid. And you're talking about, so I need to get a Trace or two. I've been meaning to get that thing for 2 years. I got a feeling it's going to kick me in the ass if I don't get it like I've been meaning to do. Just admit, bro, you're coming to Thailand while fighting. Y'all out here recruiting mofos, man.
We're like Jehovah's Witnesses, man.
Yeah, I know. Y'all knocking on the door. Sir, you can time to talk about Thailand, sir. She says, Olivia says it keeps getting deleted. I don't know. Oh, okay. Energyweb.org. Okay. Let me write that down. All right. Boom. Note taken. Thank you so much, Olivia. I'm going to look into that. Only mods can post links. Yeah, that's true. That's probably what it is. YouTube is probably like protecting. Because I got a lot of some people come in here and drop spam. It's just annoying as hell. Them bots be on here dropping spam. And I'm in the middle of having a conversation. I'll just see some weird ass website with upper and lowercase letters. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. And I'll just like block it. But it's just annoying. But yeah, good looking out on that though. Thank you so much, Olivia. I will look into that so I can grab that and So you into Bitcoin or anything like that, man?
Nah, man, I'm not.
You don't mess with it. What do you think about it, man?
Shoot, from what I know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I don't know. I mean, I know people that are into it and they do well. There's a lot of scams, of course. I noticed a lot of scammers and people that are going to take you in. I don't think. I mean, I don't know much of it, but I don't think it's going to be like take over anytime soon. To be honest with you, I just don't see it.
A lot of people say that too. Yeah.
There's so much power behind real money. I don't see how. You know what I mean? I just like maybe in the future, but not anytime soon.
Do you
too much.
Do you notice any places in Thailand that take like any kind of cryptocurrency?
Nope.
That's powerful. I know in China they just completely banned all forms of cryptocurrency because they came out with their own. China.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they banned all forms of cryptocurrency except their own. And
is there a country that they changed their currency to crypto?
I think that would be China. Honestly, they have their own cryptocurrency.
No, there's a country. A friend of mine told me that there's a country, I think in South America, where every country has their own currency, right? So there's a country. That's what he told me. I don't know if it's true. That now crypto is their currency.
Not aware of that. I don't know offhand. And what makes sense, it might be Venezuela because I know they were having serious economical problems.
Bro, Venezuela is
Yo, it was
I
screwed up, yo.
remember growing up, Venezuela was like the place to be. Like that was.
Listen, I remember how beautiful the women from Venezuela was, man.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm sure.
I never been there though. Like, yeah,
I'm sure that hasn't changed. But
right, absolutely.
just the country, bro. Like I've seen like some videos on YouTube, and people, man, they're wow, that's insane. They just
Yeah,
they're
that's a
having
lot
good
of
time.
there's a lot of politics behind that though too. Because I think the United States had a lot to do with that shit too. I've been hearing stories about the United States all involved in their political thing. Right? They think sanctions is going to hurt Russian oil. They'll simply route their oil to China and Europe, and the U.S. are suffering. Like I said, man, all this thing is all like, the goal is to get the electric city moving, man, to get, everything electronic. You have the whole entire situation where you got those power grids every so often, and every so amount of feet or yards away from each other. 6G is on the way out. 5G is only a stepping stone to get to 6G. It's going to come to a point where everything is all 100% electronic. Like the doors you open, they're going to have smart houses. Like, I tell people think it's a joke, but if you look at that show, Black Mirror, and we talk about this every week because this is 100%. They have to show you what they're going to do before they do it. Black Mirror is a great example. You watch Black Mirror, there's actually one episode, I think, on season 2 or 3, where there's actually a house that has smart walls, and the walls are able to record in memory of everything that happens in a room. So to trace back a murder or something like that, or a robbery, you can actually play back what happened in the house through the walls. And this is going to be something that's smart everything, smart license plates like we just watched, smart houses, you got smartphones, everything is going to be pretty much connected to a grid. And this is more
Not everything dumb people.
Yeah. Oh man, can you imagine? Look, people that lost intelligence off of their relying on their phones now. Can you imagine how dumb people are gonna be when they got to do everything through a computer? Everything, like, yo, you don't have to think about anything. Just press this button.
What's that cartoon, bro? You ever seen that remember that cartoon with the humans are in the sky, they're fat and they're just being fed, and they just like have a screen on their with the little robot. Wally, I think those.
Wally.
Wow.
I didn't see that.
You haven't seen it?
No, I didn't see that movie.
At the beginning of the movie, that's what they show. Like the humans are just sitting there getting fat, just watching TV because everything is done for them.
Yep. They gotta show you what they going to do before they do it. Yeah, facts, man. This is 100% where shit is headed, man. If
we got it easy nowadays, bro.
Listen, I ain't with that whole get out of shape, get fat, get overweight.
Oh, you know me. I don't roll like that.
Yes, sir. I ain't with that whole shebang. At the end of the day, you ain't doing nothing but shortening your time on this earth, not taking care of your body.
It kills this as well.
Yep. Boom. Yes, sir.
No disrespect to fat folks, but I'm just saying.
I just want all my viewers and everybody else to be
healthy,
man. Get out there and do something, yo. Like,
yeah.
If you can do 10 push-ups a day, do 10 at least 5. Do something. Start somewhere. You know what I mean? Don't just be out there. Yep. My man Alex will tell you. 100%.
You stop moving, you're gonna die.
Yep, like a shark. Yeah, back to the shark thing. My man Carl says Shiba Inu to the moon. I know a guy that got paid off of Shiba coin. Big time, man. This dude is traveling everywhere right now, man. I know you watching, man. Cheers to you. But this dude is a young man, 20 years in his 20s.
Who's this, Carl?
Huh?
This guy,
no,
Carl?
not this man here. No. It's another
What's
guy.
His name?
What, the guy I know?
Yeah, the one who's traveling, who's younger.
Oh, he's in Chi-Town and shit.
Okay.
He's not here. But no, the dude's in Chi-Town. But dude, he made some good cheese, man. He's out there getting it. He went to, I think, Mexico. He went to somewhere else. He's just all over the place. Every time he posts on his Instagram, he's in like some tropical island. I'm like, yo, you better get it, bro. I love to see that, man. People having fun. I like to see that, man, enjoying their life. We're meant to do more than just work these 9 to 5s and pay these damn bills and keep the machine moving. This is not how life's supposed to be. You gotta enjoy yourself, man. Like my man Alex would say, unplug from the matrix.
Yes, you are.
Bitcoin is risky, but it's the most secure and only decentralized one besides Monero. If it comes close to 20K or below, not bad to throw a few G's in there for long term. I don't know, man. I think Bitcoin's about to get dropped to zero because I think Joe Biden's about to lay them sanctions on that shit. You know, Europe dropped some sanctions, China dropped some sanctions. I think he about to do the same thing. They about to come out with their own coin. Matter of fact, I think their own coin is complete yet already now, right? I think I heard that. America, United States has their own coin already. Venezuela changed. Yeah, it's Venezuela. Venezuela changed the currency to crypto. Yep.
Yeah, somebody said that to me. I'm not sure who. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, yeah,
who did.
I know their economy was in shambles. I figured that was a matter of time before they switched over completely. You know?
I think they still are, bro.
Yeah. It's going to take over within the next year. Russia, China, El Salvador have already created their own national cryptocurrency. Yeah, the digital dollar, man. Get rid of all cash. It's going to be all crypto, all electric money. This is all what I've been talking about since like a year and a half now. The result of the current SEC lawsuit against Ripple Labs. Black Mirror is like watching The Simpsons. Nostradamus got nothing on it. Facts. Hey, listen, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. The social credit score. Remember, Chocolate. You remember that episode of the social credit score when that lady, she was going to go to that wedding with those people that were at high social standard. I can't remember what she did, but it dropped her credit score, and she was only allowed to ride a certain train. And then she helped this homeless lady out, and it dropped her credit score even more from doing the right thing. You know, just because she associated with somebody with a low credit score. It was crazy. And this credit system, social credit system, already exists in China now. It's functional. I actually showed pictures of this and videos of this on my channel like maybe a month ago. But yeah, this system's fully functional. And they were saying, oh, they got this system from the States, from the the credit score, the FICO credit score and stuff like that. You know, but it's to a different degree. When you criticize something the dumbass president says or does, then hey, your social credit score dropped 100 points. Now you can ride the bus with motherfuckers who want to rob you. You know what I mean? So that type shit. He said it was Wally was the movie that Alex is talking about. Yes, sir. The Consultant. This is my man right here. The man that was talking about moving to another spot. You know, my man Consultant. Yes, sir. What's up with you, bro? Good to see you here, man. Wiley, yep. Consultant in the house. Yes, sir. Westcoff Consulting is in the building. My man, Westcoff Consulting. Several members of the Federal Reserve have gone over to Ripple Labs, which will provide a bridge coin called XRP to replace the current SWIFT system for cross-border payments between banks. Yeah. Listen, that dude XRP bear, and he was like, yo, now the time is slowly starting to drop for you to get an XRP. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to get up in the XRP mix, man, just to be in it, you know? Wildly, because James did Wikipedia. Hey, you're right, but if it drops to zero, that's when the big boy's gonna buy. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a great point, actually. Because that should drop to zero. Whatever you put in that mofo is what it is. That's a great point. I totally agree. Regulation will kill Bitcoin. Exactly. The episode, that shit was deep. Yes, sir. China already doing that. Got a house out and set in Thailand. Who that be out there in Thailand? Yes, sir, man. My man Consultant here. Boy, you talking to the right. What if you talk about traveling? You see his avatar, motherfucker on the beach. But yeah, my man, Jiu-Jitsu Passport here. He's the travel advocate, man. He rarely comes to the States. So when he comes to the state, it's a rare event. I'm trying to get my man to come out here to Maryland, man, so we can get a beer.
Actually, I was talking to DJ, man. I might, when I go this time when I go home, I might go by Maryland because I want to see go Master Lloyd. So yeah, okay. You might see me soon, bro.
Hell yeah, man! Come through. First drinks on me.
Yeah, well, I don't drink, but yeah, get me a coffee.
I get you a coffee then, whatever. You still drink that, mofo. It's still something to drink. Fuck it. Only place to get XRP is on Uphold Exchange, decentralized everywhere else. Wow. Okay. Uphold Exchange. I'm taking a note now. Matter of fact, yo, Consultant, you free, man? Can you get on here? Let me drop the link in the chat in case you want to get in here. I'm gonna drop the link.
Hey, bro,
hop in here real quick. What's up?
I'm gonna have to bounce. I'm about to I'm about to go fix my bike real quick.
Absolutely, man. Do your thing, bro. Good to have you here, man. Everybody, please go subscribe to my man here, my man Jiu-Jitsu Passport.
Thank you. Thank you for having me over, man. We talk soon.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Peace, peace. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks, brother.
All right. So, consultant, if you here, man, go ahead and hop in real fast, bro. I wanted to ask you a couple questions about the crypto, man. Because I got questions, bro. No, buy Qcoin, no ID. That's not true, actually. Qcoin actually wanted your facial recognition, which I'm not down for. I gotta get a goddamn one of them presidential masks. You know the president mask that people used to on the movies that people used to rob banks with. I think they had the presidential mask in that movie Heat. I need to get one of those before I set up Qcoin so I can wear a Bill Clinton mask when I'm setting up my Qcoin. I wear a Richard Nixon mask when I set up my Qcoin, so motherfuckers will leave me alone. Yeah, man. There's a link right there, man. There's a link right there. Please jump in here, consultant. I got questions, or anybody else that wants to jump in for that, man. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who's there. Man, it's got a bunch of heads in here tonight, man. Yes, sir. There he is. My man, consultant. What's good with you, famo?
One moment, bro. Let me find my damn headphones.
Take your time, man. Take your time.
All right, I'm man. What's good, bro?
What up, man? You know your camera off, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm
what
on
up?
the other screen. What's
No
good,
doubt,
man?
no doubt. Yo, so I got questions, man. So look, the whole crypto thing, I'm hearing Biden trying to place sanctions on all kinds of cryptocurrency. China didn't cancel all forms of whatever currency they were using before. Now they got their own coin. You can't use any crypto other than that, or you get killed. I think England or what is it? What is it? Britain or something like that. They done got their own coin. They putting regulations on other coins. What's the future for crypto, man? What do you think?
Hey, public and private don't mix.
Boom.
If you charge me a service and you want me to pay in crypto, ain't nothing nobody can do.
Yeah, good point.
So the executive departments of every country, they don't have no power or regulation over what happens in the private.
Yeah.
You can't go to even, you know what? Even if Walmart wanted to go into the private, they can. What they're afraid of is all the public corporations going into the private sector and doing private transactions, which is going to happen. It's for the people. So they have to create what's called a new deal again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My mic is clear, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, yeah. So yeah, they're afraid of that, and it's a lot of work for them, and it's gonna take them years to catch up. But it's too late for them. So they're just trying to hold on to the power that they do have, which is called fear. So y'all be ready for like this year. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be another celebrity death, a big one, another war scare, another what come out, something. It's just to get people their minds and stuff off of their finances. Then they're gonna issue out some more checks to people, all types of crazy stuff. But yeah, everybody need to get into crypto. 100%.
And which ones particular do you recommend?
I mean, me personally, I'm in this thing called Toko, TOKO. I'm in that. I'm in BAX, BAX, and a few other joints. I'm not in Bitcoin or Ethereum at all. If I get into those, it's just like the stock market. I'm not going to invest into an index or anything. I'm just going to either I'm going to just short it.
Short the joint, okay.
I make money if it goes up or down. Because the pool is so large, it ain't no point of, my little duckies getting in there.
True. Interesting. All right, so man, so he just dropped some gold upon us. So my man said it's gonna be another celebrity, and probably gonna be another. You know, what I
I
mean,
think Kanye. I put
yo,
money
you
on
say you
Kanye,
say
bro.
Kanye. Oh man, holy shit! What if that dude he beefing with just all like? How crazy would that be?
That'd be
Like
funny.
a shotgun went off and dude got him. What the? Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Whoever named V is in the green room. You gotta turn your mic on, bro. I mean, not your mic, but your camera on. There you go. I still can't see you. It's gray. It must be something with your connection. It's not letting me add you. But yeah, 100%. My man here says, get some silver now, please. I've been telling people, I've been saying it, and I'm gonna keep saying it till I'm blue in the face. You should be stacking up on gold and silver. You should have,
100%.
you should have. Hey, listen, gold and silver, no matter what happens with the dollar, your gold and silver is always going to be a form of privately traded currency. As a motherfucker going to take gold, you got some gold. I mean, motherfuckers got a price on something that says a certain amount. You might be able to privately negotiate, but gold is always going to be a commodity that's sought after. So make sure you get your
Hey, I'll
hands
tell
on
you
it,
one
man.
thing. You got some gold and silver. There's some. It's gonna be a new crypto firm. I don't know which one. It's a few of them out there, so I'm not gonna say which one specifically. Y'all could do your own research. But there's gonna be a holding company or some type of asset or securities type of a crypto company out there that's going to be able to securitize your gold and turn it into some type of currency. They're out there already, especially like in El Salvador and stuff like that. You got to do some real research. I'm still researching which one to get into because you can't. I mean, you can carry around your gold if you want, but I want to put it in some place safe.
Absolutely.
You know, so they're going to be out there. They'll do the same thing as a bank would do when you deposit it with the company. They'll issue a certificate of deposit and securitize it for you and give you kind of like credit based off of it.
Word. So you can draw. I asked somebody that they weren't familiar with that. So you can actually take your metals to the exchange and get credit off of your metals. Same way you'd be able to do like a secure credit card type deal. Is that what you're saying?
100%.
Yo, that's fire.
Yeah, they got them out there. Usually it's in the not necessarily a safe deposit box. They got different names for it, asset management companies, etc. International asset management companies, etc. Anything that can securitize something real. Yeah, those are the
Word.
companies you want to deposit your like gold and silver with or metals or portion thereof if you need some medium of exchange.
Right.
Hmm.
That is interesting, man. Great shit. Listen, I've been telling y'all, get busy with it. Get busy with it. Oh, we got some comment. People want to talk to consult. All right. They say between tomorrow and Wednesday, we might see something go down. Spring equinox. They say it's the time they sacrifice, spill blood on soil. Yeah, I believe that.
Niggas die every day, B.
Niggas die every day, B. Consultant, what's the word on EWT and ALBT?
I have no idea. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. I don't know. There's so many coins out there, man. I just focus on a few.
Yeah, it's plenty of coins out there, coins for days.
If it's less than a penny and the project looks promising, it's investing. So you should always do your research on what you're investing into, and wait on it. If you can't wait a year for it, don't invest.
Yep. They want to get the population totals dependent on the de facto government, so they will make conditions so bad the people will accept whatever contract they offer, nationalize, and try to buy land.
Yeah, in the public.
In the public.
In the public.
That's all they got control over.
Yeah.
ALBT partner with London Stock Exchange, EWT partner with every major oil and energy company.
Okay, they sound promising. Then I might have to check that out.
I'm looking into it too. I'm literally taking notes here.
Right. Check that one out. ALVT.
EWT. And we're gonna talk about that in private.
Yep.
Definitely. All right. You can create a silver surety bond. Yeah. That's what he's saying. He was talking about price doesn't matter. Look at the market capitalization. That's how much total the money is on the coin. I'm gonna look into it. You definitely put me on. You gave me a wind of what's going on, so I'm gonna take a look at it definitely and see what's up. Man, good looking out on that, man. Yes, sir. All right, absolutely, absolutely. So, consultant, you got anything else you want to drop on us real quick, man? You know you got stuff to do.
I'll be cooling in the cut like a Band-Aid, man.
I noticed. my man is the guy. My man is the guy. All right, people always ask me, yo, how can I get in touch with consultant? I'm like, yo, consultant, you got consultant is like a trust. You got to talk to me to get the consultant piece. These days.
Y'all can hit me up on Westcoff Consulting at gmail.com.
All right, let me type that in there.
WESTCOFF consulting at gmail.com.
Is that right?
Let me see. Yeah.
There it is. So if you want to holler at the man, the myth, and the legend himself, that is how you do so. All right. I'm gonna let you go, bro. I know you got a lot of stuff to do. You know, you real busy.
All right, then, bro.
All right, fam. Thanks for tuning in.
No problem, man.
All right. So that was the man consultant. Yes, sir. Basically told you what it is. So look, get with it or get left. And my man, actually Olivia and a few others were telling us about different ways we can move around too. So I'm looking at that energy web and I'm looking to the ALBT and EWT. Yes, sir. I'll be looking at that. Please do so yourself. Do your own research. And whatever way this thing lands, make sure you land right. You know what I mean? So with that said, man, I'm glad you guys tuned in. Thank you so much. It's been real. Always a pleasure to have everybody jumping in the comment section. We will be live and direct, live in effect next week. And that will be Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please reach out to my man, Jiu-Jitsu Passport that was on here earlier. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Show my man some love and some support. Good dude. Join his Instagram too. Holler at him on there. I believe it's the same name. Subscribe to him on Instagram. Dude, drop some gold for you. All right, it's been real. Thank you very much for tuning in. It is A6, the Foreign National Born Natural, and we get busy. Holler at y'all next week. Peace.